Chapter 3077. It's getting more and more lively. Lin Moyu thought Yenbei was doomed, of course assuming he didn't interfere. He naturally wouldn't interfere. This was an internal clan struggle. What right did he, an outsider, have to interfere? Even if he wanted to interfere, it wouldn't be now. He could make his move after they finished fighting. Yenbei screamed incessantly, but he didn't give up resisting. He felt he could still save himself and struggled frantically. Bang! Blood sprayed as Yenbei severed one of his own arms, finally throwing away the half-broken blade. At the same time, Yenbei let out a miserable cry. It wasn't just his arm that was severed, but also part of his soul. Only by sacrificing this part of his soul could he truly throw away the broken blade. This blade had been refined by him. To forcibly abandon it now, he had to pay a price. It must be said, Yenbei was very decisive. After severing his arm, Yenbei's aura plummeted sharply. The severe injury to his soul almost caused his realm to drop out of 8th level Dao Venerable. Facing Yen Dao's 9th level Dao Venerable soul, Yenbei was already at a complete disadvantage. Yenbei quickly took out a pill and threw it into his mouth. His aura rapidly recovered, his soul healed quickly, and his severed arm also regenerated simultaneously.
Great Dao longevity pill.
Lin Moyu was slightly stunned. Yenbei actually had this kind of pill. This pill was extremely precious even in the third ancestor's eyes. How could Yenbei have it? Yen Dao chuckled.
Not bad, you even have a great Dao longevity pill. It seems you've had quite a few fortuitous encounters. But all your fortuitous encounters will ultimately become this clan leaders. You can die in peace. This clan leader will lead the blazing divine ego clan to become a royal clan, fulfilling your wish for you.
As he spoke, he spat out endless flames. A brilliant fire Dao enveloped him. Yenbei quickly retreated, at the same time calling back the round spiked shield to block the spatial blades in front of him. This exposed Yen Dao to the spatial blades. The brilliant fire Dao enveloping Yen Dao blocked the spatial blades for him. His comprehension of the fire Dao far surpassed Yenbei's. Yenbei needed to rely on treasures to resist the spatial blades, while Yen Dao could block them with just the fire Dao. The combat power of a 9th level Dao Venerable was indeed terrifying. This also showed that, in terms of the fire Dao, the two were not comparable at all. If Yenbei were to use the fire Dao to fight Yen Dao, he would have no chance of winning. Seeing this scene, Yenbei's face also showed a bitter expression. Flames rushed over, crashing into the spiked shield. The spiked shield that could block spatial blades was quickly ignited, slowly melting in the flames. Yenbei's expression became extremely ugly. He never imagined the gap between himself and Yen Dao would be so large. It's worth noting that Yen Dao only had a soul. Yen Dao laughed softly.
No need to waste energy resisting. You'll never know how terrifying 9th level Dao Venerable is. There's a fundamental difference between us. Just like this Dao, in front of me, you can't even use your Dao. Moreover, do you think after all my years of planning, you could escape just by injuring your soul?
Yen Dao raised his hand, a ball of flame burning brightly in his palm. This ball of flame transformed into a fire rune and flew into the fire Dao. Boom! The fire Dao also appeared around Yenbei. This was Yenbei's fire Dao, obtained through his hard cultivation. But now, this Dao appeared automatically out of his control. Then raging flames automatically rose from the Dao, enveloping Yenbei. It wasn't Yenbei using any technique. None of this was under his control. Yenbei screamed in the flames, his physical body and soul simultaneously being roasted. Even though he cultivated the fire Dao, he still couldn't withstand these flames. Yen Dao laughed softly.
How is it? Being roasted by your own Dao, how does it feel? For so many years, when you were cultivating, I would always release a trace of consciousness, fusing into your Dao. Although it looks like it's still your Dao, in fact it no longer belongs to you. The funny thing is, in all these years, you never discovered it. If you had discovered it a few thousand years earlier, you wouldn't have ended up like this. With your abilities, what qualifications do you have to lead our clan to become a royal clan?
Yen Bei gritted his teeth, enduring the flames roasting.
Such a good scheme. Why did you fake your death back then? Wasn't your own physical body good? Why did you parasitize in a treasure?
Yen Dao smiled.
Since you asked, this clan leader will mercifully tell you, let you die with understanding. After all, we are clansmen. This clan leader did indeed die back then, but only the physical body died.
Lin Moyu had finished his melon seeds. He hugged half a large watermelon, eating slowly while pricking up his ears to listen to Yen Dao recount the root of the whole matter. He was thoroughly enjoying this big show. Back then, Yen Dao had indeed suffered backlash from the formation. Both his soul and physical body were severely injured. However, he had obtained a secret technique that could transfer all the soul's injuries to the physical body. The price was that his physical body could no longer be used. But to save his life, he used this secret technique to survive in soul form. But he knew that if he simply existed in soul form, he would certainly be coveted. An 8th level Dao Venerable Soul, this was a top-grade pill refining material. Even if outsiders didn't covet it, what about his own clansmen? Yen Dao had to guard against not only outsiders, but also his own clansmen. So he faked his death, his soul hiding in the battle blade. He didn't tell anyone that he had obtained a secret technique for cultivating the soul. But this technique had many conditions, the first of which was to abandon the physical body. Now it was perfect. He could use this technique to cultivate. Later, when Yen Bei succeeded as clan leader and refined the battle blade, Yen Dao made his move during the refinement. Yen Dao probed into Yen Bei's soul, plotting against Yen Bei. Every time Yen Bei cultivated, he would tamper with Yen Bei's fire Dao, and part of Yen Bei's cultivation gains would belong to him. He was already very close to 9th level Dao Venerable. Finally, 1,000 years ago, he cultivated his soul to 9th level Dao Venerable. Next, as long as he could obtain a suitable physical body, he could revive. The path to 9th level Dao Venerable was already opened. A new physical body could quickly be cultivated up. Everything was within his plan. Until this time, he finally made his move. And the real reason for his move was none other than the soul progenitor beasts. He not only wanted to possess Yen Bei, but also kill Lin Moyu and obtain the soul progenitor beasts. Yen Dao sneered.
Do you understand now? You can die in peace. Don't think about self-destructing. Your physical body will belong to me from now on. Your soul, your Dao, have long been under my control. You have no chance at all.
Clap, clap, clap. Applause sounded. Lin Moyu applauded from the side.
What a good scheme, clan leader Yen Dao. For a beast race member, your wisdom can rank in the top 10.
Yen Dao chuckled.
Since you know how to speak so well, I'll let you die quickly later.
Lin Moyu ate his watermelon.
No rush for my matter. Deal with your clan affairs first. I feel clan leader Yen Bei might still have a chance.
Yen Dao said disdainfully.
He's definitely dead. There's no coming back.
At this moment, Yen Bei's voice sounded.
I don't think so. If you don't come out, I'm really going to die.
As the words fell, a fierce wind howled out from Yen Bei's body, extinguishing the flames on him. Light flickered within the fierce wind. Beside Yen Bei, a black-robed figure appeared. Lin Moyu murmured to himself.
It's getting more and more lively.
3078, 3078. Chapter 3078. Each more treacherous than the last. A black-robed figure suddenly appeared beside Yen Bei. The black robe worn by the figure was an extremely high-grade treasure, emitting a dense black light that obscured their true appearance, even making it impossible to determine their gender. Standing in the red flames, the black light drove away the fire. Yen Dao's fire Dao couldn't harm them.
This one is very strong.
This was Lin Moyu's first reaction. The treasure robe on the black-robed figure isolated their aura, making it impossible to accurately judge their realm. But just seeing that they could ignore Yen Dao's flames showed their strength couldn't be weak. Moreover, it could be deduced that their strength must be greater than Yen Bei's. Otherwise Yen Bei wouldn't have called on them to save his life. The treasure robe isolated the aura, but it wasn't very effective against Lin Moyu. Under the undead eye, the black-robed figure's soul level was clear at a glance. Their soul was stronger than Yen Bei's, but weaker than Yen Dao's. Based on Lin Moyu's experience, they should be at the peak of 8th level Dao Venerable, just a bit short of 9th level. Although just a bit short, there was an extremely large gap in strength. As Yen Dao said, the strength of 9th level Dao Venerable is unimaginable to 8th level Dao Venerables. Because from 9th level Dao Venerable onwards, they begin to merge with the Dao. 9th level Dao Venerable is the last stop before the Great Dao Realm. At this level, the Dao begins to merge with oneself. 8th level Dao Venerable is still borrowing the power of the Dao. The self and the Dao are actually separate existences. Only upon entering 9th level Dao Venerable does the Dao slowly begin to merge with oneself, preparing for the higher Great Dao Realm. After the Dao power merges with oneself, strength increases greatly, incomparable to merely borrowing Dao power. This is why 9th level Dao Venerable is far stronger than 8th level. This is a fundamental difference. Even though Yen Dao now only had a soul, he was still 9th level Dao Venerable, originally superior to Yen Bei. Moreover, for so many years, he had been plotting against Yen Bei, making many modifications to Yen Bei. As a result, Yen Bei had no resistance when facing Yen Dao. The suddenly appearing black-robed figure was just a bit short of 9th level Dao Venerable. In terms of strength, they were still inferior to Yen Dao. But Yen Dao hadn't been able to tamper with them, and Yen Dao only had a soul, while the other had a powerful treasure on their body. This seemed to level the playing field quite a bit, making the outcome hard to predict. Lin Moyu was thoroughly enjoying watching from the side. He loved to watch the excitement grow. The treasure robe on the black-robed figure flashed brightly. The black light became even stronger, completely dispersing Yen Dao's flames. The black light enveloped Yen Bei. The flames on Yen Bei's body also extinguished. Yen Bei, who had been suffering from the flames roasting, finally caught his breath. Yen Bei looked at Yen Dao with cold eyes.
Do you have confidence?
A hoarse voice came from the black-robed figure.
Rest assured.
Although only 2 words, they conveyed firm confidence, as if they had Yen Dao in the bag. Yen Dao was also surprised by the black-robed figure's appearance.
I didn't expect you to have a backup plan too. When did you discover?
For Yen Bei to prepare a backup, he must have discovered Yen Dao. But Yen Dao was puzzled about when he had discovered it. Although he wasn't monitoring Yen Bei constantly, he knew most of what happened. Yen Bei laughed softly.
Of course you wouldn't know. Shut up.
The black-robed figure suddenly interrupted Yen Bei's words.
No need to explain to him.
Yen Bei obediently closed his mouth immediately. Lin Moyu noticed that when Yen Bei looked at the black-robed figure, there was a hint of respect in his eyes, and fear within the respect. Both were 8th level Dao Venerable, but clearly, there was a gap in their status, identity, and strength. The black-robed figure looked at Yen Dao.
A 9th level Dao Venerable soul should be very delicious. After this Lord enjoys your soul, I can step into 9th level Dao Venerable.
The flames on Yen Dao's body flickered violently.
You want to devour this clan leader's soul?
The black-robed figure said.
Yes, your soul will become this Lord's stepping stone to advancement. You should feel honored to become this Lord's food.
The black-robed figure's tone was calm, as if stating a fact, but it gave Yen Dao a chilling feeling. Lin Moyu, as a third party hearing these words, felt that this black-robed figure seemed to have eaten Yen Dao before. Yen Dao said coldly,
Then this clan leader will see what tricks you have.
The fire Dao erupted violently, flames covering the sky and earth as they fell. When he was dealing with Yen Bei earlier, he had only used a small part of his power because Yen Bei had fallen for his scheme and wasn't worth using full power against. Now he finally got serious. The fire Dao appeared, encircling his soul. One could see that part of the fire Dao had already merged with his soul. The black-robed figure shook their heads slightly.
Useless.
The treasure robe on their body radiated intense black light, blocking the sea of flames. At the same time, the black-robed figure raised a hand, pointing at Yen Dao's soul, and gently clenched. With a huge boom, the entire secret realm space shook. Yen Dao let out a miserable scream. The space he was in suddenly exploded. When the space exploded, it released shocking power, injuring Yen Dao's soul. Yen Dao retreated sharply, finally showing a trace of fear on his face. His previous confidence had vanished without a trace. Lin Moyu watched and murmured to himself,
Detonating independent spaces, using the power of spatial explosions to attack the soul. It seems he should be the master of this secret realm. There are many independent spaces in the secret realm, all his weapons. Looks like I need to be a bit careful too.
Though he said this, Lin Moyu wasn't very worried. He comprehended the space Dao. Spatial explosions didn't harm him much. Lin Moyu had figured it out. The black-robed figure should be the master of this secret realm. The many independent spaces in the secret realm were their weapons. Using the enormous power generated in the instant of an independent space's explosion to attack Yen Dao, this kind of attack was impossible to dodge. So Yen Dao would have a hard time here. However, independent spaces varied in strength. To deal with a 9th-level Dao venerable powerhouse like Yen Dao, they must detonate the strongest independent spaces. And the number of those independent spaces wasn't many, less than 10. As long as Yen Dao could endure 10 attacks, things would get much better for him. Moreover, Lin Moyu believed Yen Dao wouldn't be without a backup plan. When he plotted against Yen Bei back then, he must have considered what to do if he failed. With Yen Dao's cautious personality, he couldn't have not considered the possibility of failure. Sure enough, just as Lin Moyu was thinking this, the flames on Yen Dao's body erupted again, even more intensely than before. In the raging flames, Yen Dao's soul put on a suit of armor. The armor was exquisite, completely enveloping Yen Dao. Lin Moyu watched the show, talking to himself.
A soul treasure, and an extremely high-grade one at that. It's said that Yen Dao's favorite thing to do back then was exploring. At least half of his cultivation time was spent exploring outside the clan. Every time he returned severely injured. Looks like he really did find some good things. These old fellows, each more treacherous than the last.
This soul armor wasn't just exquisite and powerful. It also exuded an ancient aura, clearly having a long history. The next moment, the soul armor radiated brilliant light. Flames surged, and a fire giant walked out from the flames. Yen Dao said coldly,
If you want to kill this clan leader, you're far from enough.
3079, 3079. Chapter 3079. The show gets more and more exciting. The fire giant was 100 meters tall, with raging flames all over its body, all Dao fire. It wasn't an ordinary giant, but came from the fire Dao, also called a Dao battle spirit. Dao battle spirits are formed from the essence of Dao power and possess shocking combat power. This is also representative of a few top 9th-level Dao venerable powerhouses. Only a very small number of 9th-level Dao venerables who have truly reached the peak can summon Dao battle spirits. Yen Dao clearly wasn't qualified, but relying on this fire armor, he forcibly summoned a Dao battle spirit. As the Dao battle spirit appeared, Yen Dao's cold voice sounded,
You're still far from enough.
At this time, Yen Bei's face became extremely ugly. He naturally knew about Dao battle spirits and what they meant, but he never imagined Yen Dao could summon a Dao battle spirit.
What do we do?
There was a hint of panic in Yen Bei's voice. The black-robed figure enveloped in black light said softly,
No need to panic. He only summoned the Dao battle spirit with the help of a treasure. It can't be maintained for long. Moreover, don't you have the time Dao? Use your time Dao to interfere with him.
Yen Bei's face became even uglier.
My time Dao might not have enough power.
The black-robed figure said,
Whether it's enough or not, you have to try. If it doesn't work, don't I still have me?
At this point, there seemed to be no other choice. The Dao battle spirit was already roaring as it charged over. At its speed, it would arrive in an instant. Yen Bei reached out and suddenly plucked a feather from his back. The moment the feather was plucked, Yen Bei's expression was extremely pained, even somewhat ferocious. Normally, physical pain wouldn't be this severe. For an 8th level Dao venerable powerhouse like Yen Bei to be in such pain meant this pain came from the soul. These feathers were special, different from the feathers on other parts of Yen Bei's body. Lin Moyu sensed the power of the time Dao from the feathers. He suddenly had some guesses.
Yen Bei hasn't mastered the time Dao, but due to some special reasons, he has the ability to borrow part of the time Dao's power. This ability is in his feathers. Without these feathers, he has no time Dao.
In Lin Moyu's guess, these special feathers were like a time Dao treasure. Yen Bei must rely on them to borrow the power of the time Dao. The feather in Yen Bei's hand was activated, then turned to ash. The time Dao appeared in the ashes, though somewhat weak. Time power spread out, falling on the Dao battle spirit.
Time slow.
The time of the Dao battle spirit suddenly slowed, and its speed dropped sharply. The Dao battle spirit began a slow-motion performance, its speed at least dozens of times slower than before. What could be done in 0.1 seconds before now took several seconds. Although the Dao battle spirit's speed slowed, its demand for power didn't weaken because of this. Yen Dao continued to supply enormous power to maintain the Dao battle spirit's existence. He wasn't a top 9th level Dao venerable, and only had a soul, making it difficult to provide power for a long time. At this time, the black-robed figure raised their hand again, pointing at Yen Dao. Boom, boom, boom. Several independent spaces exploded simultaneously. The huge power generated in the instant of spatial explosion all fell on Yen Dao. Yen Dao let out a muffled groan, shaken by the blast, but the fire armor on his body was extremely powerful, forcibly blocking the attack. It seemed the black-robed figure's attack had no effect. Lin Moyu saw through the undead eye that the black-robed figure's attack did have some effect, consuming a lot of Yen Dao's soul power. This fire armor was an extremely powerful soul treasure, but driving it required enormous power. If Yen Dao had a physical body with Cultivation Realm as support, he could use it for a long time. But now he only had a soul. Relying on soul power to drive it, while also maintaining the Dao battle spirit, his soul power was rapidly depleting. He indeed couldn't last too long. Yen Dao shouted angrily, his soul power erupting frantically. The Dao battle spirit, affected by the time Dao, began to accelerate again. Yen Bei said anxiously,
Quickly think of a way. I can't hold on for too long.
He used the time Dao to affect the Dao battle spirit, which also consumed a lot of power. He couldn't maintain it for too long either. The Dao battle spirit was accelerating. The effect of the time Dao was weakening. In a short while, the Dao battle spirit would break free. The black-robed figure said nothing, clenching their fist towards Yen Dao again. Several more independent spaces exploded, powerful force bombarding Yen Dao. Yen Dao fully activated the armor on his body, resisting the attack. Lin Moyu could feel Yen Dao's soul power rapidly declining, but with his power, he could still hold on for a while. The Dao battle spirit finally broke through the time Dao's restriction. Yen Bei spat blood, his face ashen. In just those few seconds, he had exhausted his soul power. Not only exhausted it, but also suffered some backlash, taking some damage. The Dao battle spirit's power was strong. For him to affect it for several seconds with just 8th level Dao venerable strength was already remarkable. He hadn't truly mastered the time Dao, only having the ability to use part of it due to some special reasons. Trying to trap the Dao battle spirit with this was impossible. Yen Bei's voice became hoarse.
I've reached my limit.
As he spoke, the Dao battle spirit arrived before them, throwing a punch down. Facing a Dao battle spirit, dodging was useless. Dao battle spirits come with their own Dao lock. Once locked on, unless one can sever the Dao, it's impossible to avoid. The black-robed figure and Yen Bei clearly couldn't. Facing the Dao battle spirit, the black-robed figure also threw a punch. In an instant, black light soared to the sky, and the entire secret realm space rumbled. The black-robed figure mobilized the power of the entire secret realm space. In an instant, over 10 spaces large and small exploded, all the power concentrated in this one punch. On the Tao Battle Spirit's fist, a black hole suddenly appeared. Terrifying power surged out from the black hole, colliding head-on with the Tao Battle Spirit's fist. A simple collision, a pure contest of power. Boom! The black-robed figure and Yen Bei were both blasted away. The Tao Battle Spirit's power completely victorious. However, the black-robed figure also used this to wear away part of the Tao Battle Spirit's power, only being blasted away without injury. The battle's aftermath spread outward. The secret realm space distorted, the entire space rippling like waves on the sea. Seeing this, Lin Moyu, who was watching the show, also began to distort, becoming half virtual and half real. He used his space Tao true body, moving like a fish with the waves of spatial distortion. The spatial changes had no effect on him. Even the space-rending killing formation was unaffected. It was originally a space-type formation and wouldn't be affected. The calamity formation was an illusory formation. Although it was somewhat affected, it wasn't to the point of shattering. Could be said that this collision had no effect on Lin Moyu's side. The Tao Battle Spirit opened its mouth and roared, a ball of fierce flames suddenly spewing towards the black-robed figure. The black-robed figure raised their hand, first clenching towards Yen Dao, then taking out another treasure with the other hand and throwing it out. The treasure was shaped like a snowflake. After being thrown, the snowflake rapidly enlarged. The air suddenly became extremely cold. Then a pale blue giant lizard flew out from the snowflake, charging towards the Tao Battle Spirit. Where the lizard passed, space froze. The space-rending killing formation stopped operating. Even the Tao fire was frozen. 3080. Chapter 3080. Watching the show also has a price. Terrifying cold spread through the space. This ice lizard was incredibly frightening. Lin Moyu immediately thought of the Ice Demon Lizard clan that had been wiped out by the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. The ice lizard before him was so similar to the Ice Demon Lizard clan. But thinking again, it wasn't right. If the Ice Demon Lizard clan had such a treasure back then, how could they have been wiped out? With it, they could have completely shattered the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. Yen Dao couldn't help but exclaim in surprise,
The Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit! How is this thing in your hands? Are you from the Ice Demon Lizard clan?
The black-robed figure remained silent, giving Yen Dao no answer. The Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit charged towards the Tao Battle Spirit. The flames spewed by the Tao Battle Spirit were frozen instantly upon contact with the Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit. Balls of frozen flames appeared in the air, creating a spectacular scene. The Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit broke through the flames, arriving before the Tao Battle Spirit, and rammed into it. Boom! The powers of fire and ice collided, sending out terrifying shockwaves. This time, even Lin Moyu, the spectator, was affected, blasted away by the shockwave. Ice and fire fiercely clashed, almost destroying the entire secret realm space. Lin Moyu could see that both Yen Dao and the black-robed figure were very tense at this moment. The Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit was strong, but whether it could defeat the Tao Battle Spirit was hard to say. Lin Moyu took the opportunity to ask Honey in the Rule World,
Clan Leader Honey, do you know about the Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit?
Honey said,
I know. Legend has it that the ancestor of the Ice Demon Lizard clan died for some reason, leaving behind an Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit after death. It's said this Progenitor Spirit was incredibly powerful, invincible among 9th-level Tao realm. Unfortunately, for some unknown reason, this Progenitor Spirit disappeared later. No one knew where it went. If this Progenitor Spirit had still been around, the Ice Demon Lizard clan probably wouldn't have been exterminated by the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. It should have been the Blazing Divine Eagle clan that died.
An elder at home is like a treasure. Honey, who had lived for countless years, was very clear about many things. Now, the Ice Demon Lizard Progenitor Spirit was battling the Tao Battle Spirit, and from the looks of it, they seemed evenly matched. The Dao battle spirit summoned by Yen Dao needed Yen Dao's soul power to maintain it, so it couldn't last too long. And the power of the ice demon lizard progenitor spirit also seemed to have limits. With both sides at a stalemate, the most likely outcome was mutual destruction. Yen Dao continuously mobilized his soul power to provide power for the Dao battle spirit. The Dao battle spirit's flames continued to erupt, battling against the ice demon lizard progenitor spirit. Terrifying ice and fire impacts swept out in all directions. Lin Moyu watched from afar, feeling it wasn't very interesting. Compared to the clash in the Icefire secret realm, the Dao battle spirit and ice demon lizard progenitor spirit before him fell quite short. The Icefire Dao stone was a true great Dao realm treasure. The power it produced was far beyond what the ice demon lizard progenitor spirit and Dao battle spirit could compare to. Having seen stronger, watching them now didn't feel very interesting. Boom! In a spectacular explosion, the battle between the Dao battle spirit and ice demon lizard progenitor spirit finally reached a conclusion. As Lin Moyu had thought, both sides were mutually destroyed. The Dao battle spirit dissipated with reluctance, while the ice demon lizard progenitor spirit also exhausted its power, turning back into a snowflake and falling into the black-robed figure's hand. The dissipation of the Dao battle spirit meant Yen Dao's soul power was almost exhausted. At this moment, the black-robed figure suddenly moved, clenching their fist towards Yen Dao again. Less than half of the spaces in the secret realm remained, most of them weak independent spaces with only a few still relatively strong. This time, the black-robed figure detonated almost all the spaces, launching the strongest attack against Yen Dao. The remaining dozens of independent spaces exploded simultaneously. All the power converged together, then exploded on Yen Dao. Yen Dao fully activated his armor, but this time, he couldn't completely block it. After emitting a final brilliant light, the armor instantly shattered. Yen Dao's soul power was almost exhausted in this great battle, unable to maintain the armor anymore. Without soul power, even though Yen Dao was still 9th level Dao Venerable, he was no longer formidable. The black-robed figure said softly,
"Your power is exhausted. Now prepare to die."
Although Yen Dao's power was exhausted and his aura weak, his spirit wasn't diminished at all.
"The spaces here are also used up. You're only 8th level Dao Venerable. To kill this clan leader, you're still far from enough."
The black-robed figure snorted lightly.
"Indeed, with my own strength, killing you would be a bit troublesome, but—"
As they spoke, a flame appeared in the black-robed figure's hand. The flame was strange, without temperature, gray in color. Yen Dao was slightly stunned, then laughed loudly.
"This clan leader cultivated through fire. You actually want to use fire to kill this clan leader? Are you crazy?"
The black-robed figure sneered.
"You'll know when you try it."
The flames suddenly disappeared from their hand, appearing on Yen Dao's body the next instant. They were the master of this secret realm and could control the space within, striking wherever they pointed. Yen Dao, who was initially unconcerned, suddenly let out miserable screams the moment he touched the flame. The flame burned his soul, bringing endless pain. Yen Dao screamed,
"What kind of fire is this? Why can it burn this clan leader?"
The black-robed figure didn't answer. They wouldn't tell Yen Dao the answer. But Lin Moyu said the answer in his heart.
"World-burning fire. No, it should be called Heaven's Punishment Fire. But this flame is somewhat weak, not as pure as my world-burning fire, full of impurities. Even if it's Heaven's Punishment Fire, it shouldn't be this impure. It should be some powerful being who refined Heaven's Punishment Fire, containing only part of its characteristics."
Although it only had part of Heaven's Punishment Fire's characteristics, it was still the best method to attack souls. Yen Dao screamed incessantly under the burning of Heaven's Punishment Fire, his remaining little soul power also being refined by the fire. Seeing Yen Dao had no power to resist, the black-robed figure seemed to relax a bit. The happiest was Yen Bei. Only if Yen Dao died could he live. Just as the black-robed figure slightly relaxed, Yen Dao disappeared. When he reappeared the next instant, he was in front of the black-robed figure. At this time, Yan Dao used his Dao true body, turning into a 100-meter eagle. He had no physical body, evolving his Dao true body with his soul, only reaching 100 meters in size. Otherwise, with his realm, his Dao true body should have been several thousand meters, or even 10,000 meters, before the black-robed figure could react. Yan Dao's Dao true body suddenly exploded. He self-destructed his Dao true body. The power of a 9th-level Dao Venerable's Dao true body self-destructing was terrifyingly powerful. The powerful force completely tore apart this secret realm. When the explosion ended, Lin Moyu had already returned to the origin continent. The original valley had been torn to pieces. This time, both the space-rending killing formation and the calamity formation couldn't escape. The secret realm was torn apart, space collapsed, and the two formations he had set up were destroyed along with it.
Sigh, watching the show also has a price. Fortunately, this price I can afford.
Just two formations, Lin Moyu didn't feel any pain at all. He flew into the air, looking towards the distance. The black-robed figure and Yan Bei fell to the ground. Yan Bei was already unconscious, not dead, but barely alive. The black-robed figure was slightly better, but also severely injured. The black light could only envelop themselves, unable to protect Yan Bei. Without the black light's protection, they probably wouldn't be much better off than Yan Bei.
Did Yan Dao really self-destruct like this?
Lin Moyu didn't think it was possible. He opened his undead eye, looking into the distance, and couldn't help but reveal a slight smile. 3081. Chapter 3081. Let's use these first. We'll see if it's enough. How could a mighty 9th-level Dao Venerable powerhouse be willing to die so easily? Having plotted for many years, he was naturally even more reluctant to die. The self-destruction was an escape, truly fleeing for his life. Seeming to self-destruct was actually to tear apart the secret realm space. If he couldn't tear apart the secret realm, he wouldn't be able to escape. At the same time, he had to prevent the black-robed figure and Yan Bei from pursuing, while also deceiving them into thinking he had died. This way, Yan Dao would have a chance to make a comeback in the future. Until the very last moment, Yan Dao's thoughts remained very clear. He succeeded, not only blasting and injuring the black-robed figure and Yan Bei, but also deceiving them. Otherwise, the black-robed figure would certainly have given chase. Now the black-robed figure probably believed Yan Dao was dead. Unfortunately, Yan Dao couldn't deceive Lin Moyu. Under the undead eye, a soul flame was burning not far away underground. The soul flame was very weak, its power exhausted, almost without any aura. Moreover, Yan Dao had used some special methods to conceal his aura and hide himself 100 meters deep underground. If not for the undead eye, Lin Moyu wouldn't have been able to sense him. This way, the black-robed figure and Yan Bei would surely think Yan Dao had perished. Even if they had doubts, unable to find him, they could only think this way. In the undead eye, Yan Dao's soul was severely injured, but his injuries were slowly recovering. Clearly, as long as he could escape this calamity, it wouldn't take more than 1,000 years for Yan Dao to fully recover. By then, he could go trouble Yan Bei again. Yan Bei would have an 80 to 90% chance of not surviving. However, Lin Moyu wouldn't give Yan Dao the chance. Lin Moyu flew towards the black-robed figure and Yan Bei. He wanted to kill Yan Bei. At this moment, Yan Bei had fallen unconscious. It was the best time for him to strike. Lin Moyu wasn't a pedantic person. He wouldn't hesitate to kick someone when they're down or take advantage of their illness to kill them. Just as he approached, the black light on the black-robed figure suddenly surged up. A low voice sounded.
What are you going to do?
Lin Moyu smiled.
You're asking the obvious. Naturally, I'm going to kill him.
The black-robed figure said.
You can't kill him.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Are you trying to stop me?
The black-robed figure didn't say much. The black light on their body surged as they slowly stood up, blocking between Lin Moyu and Yan Bei, which was an answer in itself. Lin Moyu said,
We have no grudges. Even though you lent treasures to Yan Bei, I never thought of being your enemy. But if you want to stop me, I can only deal with you together. I'll give you 3 seconds to think clearly whether you want to be my enemy.
The black light surged violently, as if expressing the black-robed figure's current emotions. Their heart was extremely unsettled, as if truly considering Lin Moyu's words. Lin Moyu, who was only at 3rd level Dao Venerable, shouldn't have his words taken seriously by the black-robed figure. But now, the black-robed figure was seriously considering Lin Moyu's words. This scene was very strange. 3 seconds passed in the blink of an eye. The black-robed figure still didn't move aside.
I also have no intention of being your enemy, but I can't let you kill him.
Lin Moyu said.
Since that's the case, I can only kill you along with him.
As the words fell, Buddhist sounds arose. The Buddhist lich appeared behind Lin Moyu, 6 wheels of light flickering behind him.
6-wheel ancient Buddha, you're from the Buddhist race.
The black-robed figure finally showed surprise. Lin Moyu revealing Buddhist secret techniques was completely unexpected. Lin Moyu smiled.
There are countless secret techniques in the world. No one stipulated that only Buddhist race members can use Buddhist secret techniques.
As he spoke, the 5 elements sword lich also appeared beside him. Sword Chi instantly soared to the sky. The sword Dao encircled him. The 5 elements sword lich's aura reached 7th level Dao Venerable. The Fate Lich was the last to appear. The tiny Fate Lich sat on Lin Moyu's shoulder. Extremely cute. With the appearance of 3 liches, the black-robed figure was visibly moved. Lin Moyu's methods were completely different from those cultivators they had seen before. However, Lin Moyu was only at 3rd level Dao Venerable. Even if these summoned beings were 6th to 7th level Dao Venerable, it wasn't enough to make them afraid. They said coldly,
With just these few, you want to kill me?
Lin Moyu chuckled.
Let's use these first. If it's not enough, we'll see.
Having decided to take action, Lin Moyu wouldn't be polite. The Fate Lich acted first, instantly activating Fate Guidance. Fate Guidance silently fell on the black-robed figure and Yenbei. Then the Fate Dao appeared. The Fate Lich quickly locked onto the black-robed figure and Yenbei's weakest moments in the future within the Fate Dao. The future is changeable. As long as Yenbei wasn't dead now, even if he was about to die the next second, as long as he hadn't died yet, Yenbei's future could be found in the Fate Dao. The future Yenbei was very weak. Perhaps his injuries wouldn't heal for a while. The black-robed figure was the same, very weak for a period of time in the future, recovering from injuries. If they were killed by Lin Moyu today, they would completely disappear from the Fate Dao. Fate Guidance was completed almost instantly. The Fate Lich shared its lock targets with the Buddhist Lich and 5-element Sword Lich. In the Buddhist Lich's Eternal Buddhist Nation, 1 million followers sacrificed themselves simultaneously. The Buddhist Lich's aura surged as it threw out a punch. The 5-element Sword Lich also slashed out a sword at the same time. The 2 liches punch and sword struck towards the void simultaneously. The black-robed figure seemed somewhat puzzled about what Lin Moyu's liches were attacking. But the next second, they let out a muffled groan as 10 blooms of blood exploded from their chest. The black-robed figure was shocked. They had actually been attacked. Most crucially, they had no idea how they had been attacked, let alone where the attack came from. Not just them, but the unconscious Yenbei was also attacked the same way, his body exploding with blood. The black-robed figure's face changed, a hint of fear arising in their heart. The unknown is the greatest source of fear. They shouted angrily, launching an attack towards Lin Moyu. The aura of an 8th level Dao Venerable fully erupted. They wanted to instantly kill Lin Moyu. As long as Lin Moyu was killed, everything would be over. The Buddhist Lich chanted a Buddhist phrase, again sacrificing 1 million followers. Following the Fate Guidance, the Buddhist Lich threw out another punch. Although the power wasn't strong, attacks guided by fate were unstoppable. Even the black-robed figure's black light was useless. The black-robed figure was forcibly knocked back. If they were at their peak, perhaps the Buddhist Lich couldn't have knocked them back. But now it was completely different. Lin Moyu shook his head lightly. 10 drops of primal water flickered on his fingertips. falling onto the five elements sword lich. Nourished by the primal water, the five elements sword lich's aura surged crazily again.
Primal water!
The black-robed figure exclaimed in surprise. Their composure seemed to vanish completely in the face of primal water. Lin Moyu smiled.
Good eye.
Not just primal water, but over 10 million portions of belief power also began to burn fiercely, further enhancing the five elements sword lich's power. The black-robed figure realized that the five elements sword lich's next sword strike would be incredibly terrifying. Their whole body's black light surged, temporarily suppressing their injuries as they attacked Lin Moyu again. At this moment, they still hadn't given up on Yen Bei. Lin Moyu condensed a fate sword in his hand, slashing 3 times in succession, silently cutting away part of the black-robed figure's fate. The Buddhist lich threw another punch. The black-robed figure shouted angrily, forcibly enduring the attack from the Fate Dao, charging to Lin Moyu's front. Lin Moyu spread his wings of time, simultaneously operating the Space Dao. His entire person disappeared as if teleporting. At this time, 5 swords of different attributes flew out from the sword Dao. The 5 elements sword lich pointed at the black-robed figure, sword light filling the air. Technique: 5 elements sword C. 3082. Chapter 3082. Now, it's your turn. 10 drops of primal water, 10 million portions of belief power, and the sword Dao elevated the 5 elements sword lich, which was originally only at 6th level Dao venerable, to a whole new level of combat power. The power of the 5 elements sword C had reached the peak of 7th level Dao venerable, infinitely close to 8th level Dao venerable. From the sword Dao, countless sharp swords flew out covering the sky, enveloping the black-robed figure and Yen Bei within. This sword strike was aimed not just at the black-robed figure, but also at Yen Bei. The black-robed figure realized what Lin Moyu was trying to do and immediately retreated to Yen Bei's side to protect him. As the sword C arrived, endless sharp swords crashed down like a tsunami, striking the black light. The black light instantly became distorted, its power rapidly declining. If the black-robed figure had been at peak condition, they could have easily blocked this sword strike. But now it was hard to say. Lin Moyu appeared 10,000 meters away, quickly condensing fate swords and slashing them towards the black-robed figure. The black-robed figure's fate was continuously weakened. As their fate declined, their power also weakened, and they became increasingly unlucky as calamity descended. The injuries they had just forcibly suppressed suddenly erupted. The black-robed figure violently spat out a mouthful of blood. Just this one time, they were already more severely injured than before, with their soul damaged. If it had been any heavier, it would have damaged their foundation. At that point, forget about advancing to 9th level Dao Venerable, they would have to thank heaven and earth if they could maintain 8th level Dao Venerable. The black-robed figure's black light grew smaller and smaller, becoming difficult to maintain. The black-robed figure knew that if they persisted, not only would Yen Bei die, but they would also perish here. They looked at Yen Bei, then glared fiercely at Lin Moyu. A pair of angry blood-red eyes appeared within the black light. Lin Moyu ignored this, paying no attention to them. The black-robed figure grabbed Yen Bei and was about to flee. Even at the end, they still hadn't given up on Yen Bei. Perhaps Yen Bei was useful to them, or perhaps Yen Bei was on their side. Lin Moyu shook his head.
You can't save him.
The fate explosion technique suddenly activated. The black-robed figure screamed miserably as their body exploded, bursting with a large amount of blood. The hand grabbing Yen Bei was blasted off on the spot, and Yen Bei fell back to the ground. The black-robed figure's injuries were now even more severe than before. The black light could barely envelop them, completely unable to care for Yen Bei. The unconscious Yen Bei was instantly engulfed by the sword C, his body turning to mush on the spot, dead beyond dead. Seeing Yen Bei's death, the black-robed figure shouted angrily,
You deserve to die.
As the words fell, they violently spat out a mouthful of essence blood. The black light surged again, soaring into the sky at lightning speed, instantly disappearing on the horizon. Lin Moyu didn't pursue. Although the black-robed figure was now severely injured, killing them would still not be easy. Just now, he wanted to use Yen Bei's corpse to strike a killing blow, but his spiritual sense sent a warning. He realized that the black-robed figure probably still had some desperate measures. Since that was the case, he let it go. Someone else would naturally have to worry about this matter. The 5 elements sword sea receded. Lin Moyu waved his hand, collecting the few remaining pieces of Yen Bei's flesh. The flesh of an 8th level Dao Venerable. This was good stuff. Unfortunately, Yen Bei didn't have any treasures on him. The things he had in his rule world had already been destroyed along with him, gone who knows where. His gaze turned to a spot not far away.
Now it's your turn.
The direction he was looking at was where Yen Dao was hiding. Lin Moyu walked a few steps, coming to Yen Dao's location. Yen Dao's soul was hidden 100 meters underground. Under the undead eye, no matter how well Yen Dao hid, it was useless. Yen Dao had suppressed all his aura, putting himself in a semi-sleeping state, shutting off all perception of the outside world. Only this way could he hide from others. So he also didn't know that Lin Moyu had already come to his location. In the undead eye, Yen Dao's soul was slowly recovering, at an extremely slow pace. It would take at least 1,000 years to fully heal. The previous self-destruction had injured him too severely. If it were an ordinary Dao Venerable, they would have perished long ago. Yen Dao's life-preserving methods were indeed extraordinary. A gray flame appeared on Lin Moyu's fingertip. The gray flame was extremely pure, without any impurities, possessing a strange beauty. Lin Moyu possessed 2 types of flames. One was the undying flame, which was his innate flame, the foundation of the undead army and many techniques. The other was the world-burning fire he obtained later. The world-burning fire appeared to have no temperature, yet could refine an entire world, and was especially the nemesis of souls. Not long ago, in the soul world, Lin Moyu had used the world-burning fire to refine a giant beast from the soul void. That beast was 7th level Dao Venerable. And now, Yen Dao was 9th level Dao Venerable, a full 2 levels higher. However, Lin Moyu believed his world-burning fire could certainly refine him. The world-burning fire flew out from his palm, silently falling to the ground, then merging into the earth, heading towards Yen Dao's location. The solid ground of the origin continent couldn't stop the world-burning fire. In less than half a minute, the world-burning fire had already reached Yen Dao's soul. Yen Dao's soul was still sleeping, not sensing any danger. The world-burning fire suddenly expanded, instantly surrounding and engulfing Yen Dao's soul. The sleeping soul of Yen Dao suddenly awoke. Screams transmitted from underground. Yen Dao's soul struggled frantically, trying to escape. The world-burning fire formed a fireball encasing Yen Dao's soul. Under his constant impacts, it violently deformed, seeming like it might shatter at any moment. After all, it was a 9th level Dao Venerable soul. Even with only a last breath left, its power wouldn't be too weak.
No need to struggle. You can't escape.
Lin Moyu's heart moved. The fate, time, and space Daos appeared simultaneously, his body becoming hazy. This time, he used 3 Dao true bodies at once. Using 3 Dao true bodies simultaneously put great pressure on Lin Moyu. Couldn't be sustained for long, only for a short while. Multitasking, Lin Moyu condensed a fate sword in his left hand while pointing with his right hand. The time Dao and space Dao mixed and fused together, forming time-space power, falling on Yen Dao's soul. Yen Dao's soul instantly fell into a state of time-space chaos. If it had been normal times at his peak, Lin Moyu's time-space power couldn't have affected him at all. But now, his soul was severely injured, his power greatly reduced, unable to resist Lin Moyu's time-space power. As the time-space power descended, the fate sword followed closely. Having fate cut didn't cause any pain, but it made Yen Dao's power rapidly decline, and calamity descended. Yen Dao screamed incessantly, one after another. No matter how he tried to break through, it was ultimately futile. After the screams continued for several minutes, they finally became weak. Lin Moyu witnessed the entire process with his undead eye, watching as Yen Dao's soul flame rapidly shrank, extinguished, until it finally disappeared. Yen Dao's soul was refined by the world-burning fire, turning into a pure and flawless soul crystal. A 9th-level Dao Venerable Soul Crystal contained the purest soul power. Yen Dao's soul power carried fire attributes, with traces of the fire Dao. This soul crystal, for fire Dao cultivators, was simply a supreme treasure. If sold, it could be exchanged for many things. Lin Moyu never thought of selling it. Undying flames rose from his hand. He attempted to use Revive the Dead to resurrect Yen Dao. If successful, a 9th-level Dao Venerable Existence would become his most powerful enforcer. 3083. Chapter 3083. Please enlighten me, sir. The soul crystal remained motionless in the undying flame, showing no reaction. After this continued for half a minute, Lin Moyu put away the undying flame.
It seems I thought too well of it. Once it becomes a soul crystal, it can no longer become a revived being. There really aren't such good things in the world. There's always a trade-off. You can't have everything.
Lin Moyu self-mockingly revealed a slight smile. The failure of Revive the Dead didn't disappoint Lin Moyu at all. He stored the soul crystal in his soul world, then said to the 10-colored dragon soul crystal,
Do you want this thing?
The 10-colored dragon soul crystal seemed to smell an exquisite delicacy. It had been pretending to sleep, but now zipped over, circling around Lin Moyu's soul. It looked like a puppy begging its master for food. Lin Moyu knew it indeed liked soul crystals. He didn't tease it and directly threw the soul crystal to it. The 10-colored dragon soul crystal swallowed the soul crystal in one gulp, then contentedly returned to the world tree to digest it. A 9th-level Dao Venerable Soul Crystal contained powerful energy. The 10-colored dragon soul crystal emitted enchanting colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, black, white, and gray. Each color was incredibly bright, as if it had put on 10 different colored halos. Compared to before, the colors were much more vivid, which also meant the 10-colored dragon soul crystal's power had greatly increased. Watching this scene, Lin Moyu murmured,
Will there be an 11th color, or even a 12th?
For the dragon race, a 9-colored dragon soul crystal was the limit, and 10 colors were legendary. But since there could be 10 colors, perhaps there could be an 11th or 12th. Returning to reality, Lin Moyu looked towards the blazing divine eagle clan's direction and said softly,
Time to root them out.
At this moment, his killing intent surged. The blazing divine eagle clan was very bloodthirsty, an extremely warlike race, and their methods were also quite cruel. Besides this, they were also extremely vengeful, retaliating for even the smallest things. Over the years, they had wiped out several small clans, and countless living beings had died at their hands. For such a race, Lin Moyu didn't plan to let them live. Keeping them alive would be a disaster sooner or later. It was better to kill them all, truly cutting the grass and digging up the roots. Exterminating sects and clans was something Lin Moyu was very familiar with. He took out a piece of Yen Bei's flesh, and the undying flame rose again. Technique: Revive the Dead. This time, Revive the Dead didn't fail. Yen Bei was quickly reborn in the undying flame, his soul reconstructed, his physical body rapidly regenerating. In just a few minutes, Yen Bei had become a revived being, kneeling respectfully before Lin Moyu. After becoming a revived being, Yen Bei was stronger than when he was alive, ranking among the top of 8th-level Dao Venerable. Lin Moyu threw him a blank jade tablet and said softly,
Record the method for setting up the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation in this.
The revived Yen Bei was very obedient, immediately recording all the detailed information about the formation in the jade tablet. After looking it over, Lin Moyu knew the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation was indeed incomplete, and he finally knew its true origin. It was said outside that the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation came from Yen Dao's bloodline awakening. But in fact, it wasn't so. Yen Dao had obtained the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation during an exploration. The formation method was fused into Yen Dao's bloodline at that time. This situation was called bloodline fusion by the beast race and wasn't uncommon. The reason for doing this was because Yen Dao wasn't proficient in formations, so this was the only way he could fuse with the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. Yen Dao then passed the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation into the Blazing Divine Eagle clan's bloodline through bloodline tracing. From then on, members of the Blazing Divine Eagle clan, as long as they reached 8th level Dao Venerable, would naturally obtain the method to set up the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. This was how Yen Bei obtained the formation method, but Yen Bei was very clever. He knew the formation had flaws and didn't want to repeat Yen Dao's mistakes. So he spent a large sum to invite a formation master to make some modifications to the formation. He invited a 6th grade formation grandmaster from the human race. That 6th grade formation grandmaster's ability was limited and couldn't completely fix the flaws of the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. However, he found another way, using an origin spirit vein as the formation eye, thus avoiding the formation's backlash. Later, Yen Bei killed that 6th grade formation grandmaster, not letting him return alive. The formation grandmaster wanted to earn Yen Bei's money, while Yen Bei wanted his life. The 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation was a top-tier 8th grade Great Formation. After fusing with the Blazing Divine Eagle clan's bloodline, it needed to be set up and driven using the Blazing Divine Eagle clan's bloodline. But this problem didn't stump Lin Moyu. Setting up an 8th grade formation was indeed troublesome for Lin Moyu, but it wasn't impossible. As long as there was enough time and materials, Lin Moyu could set up an 8th grade formation. Now he only needed to modify the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation, turning it into a formation suitable for him to set up, then make further modifications to recreate the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. Moreover, the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation modified by him would only be stronger. But this matter wasn't urgent, could be done slowly. What he needed to do now was to cut the grass and dig up the roots. Lin Moyu looked at Yen Bei kneeling on the ground.
I have a task for you.
A few seconds later, Yen Bei accepted the order and left. Lin Moyu summoned Hun Yi from the Rule World. Hun Yi thought he was being called out to fight and looked alert. But there was nothing around. It was empty. The air was still filled with the aura of a great battle. Clearly a battle had just taken place here. The distant valley had been completely shattered, and a large area of land had obviously sunk. An area of several hundred li looked like it had been plowed, without a blade of grass. Hun Yi said,
Mr. Lin, has Yen Bei left?
Lin Moyu smiled.
It's a long story. I'll tell you later.
As he spoke, Lin Moyu flew towards the direction of the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. Hun Yi looked puzzled but didn't ask further, just following Lin Moyu. Hun Yi was very familiar with this land. He realized the direction they were heading was exactly where the Blazing Divine Eagle clan was located. He couldn't help but ask,
Mr. Lin, where are we going?
Lin Moyu nodded.
To watch a good show. Let me keep you in suspense for now.
Hun Yi chose to trust Lin Moyu.
Then let's see what good show there is.
The two didn't fly very fast. After flying for most of the day, they were several 100,000 li from the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. Suddenly, the distant sky was dyed red. Fire light soared to the sky. A brilliant Tao appeared in the air, dropping countless flames. Lin Moyu's heart moved. The Buddhist Lich appeared in response, carrying dazzling Buddhist light, rushing forward at top speed. The six-wheeled ancient Buddhist Lich was very fast, disappearing from sight in the blink of an eye. The red color in the distant sky grew more and more intense. Then volcanoes began to appear, starting to erupt. A large amount of magma connected with the falling flames from the sky, as if it were the end of the world. Han Yi's face showed shock, clearly startled. He said uncertainly,
Is this the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation?
Lin Moyu said,
That's right, the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. I suppose you haven't seriously seen this formation before. This time you can have a good look.
Han Yi asked with confusion.
What exactly is going on? Please enlighten me, sir.
3084. Chapter 3084. Clan Leader. Why are you exterminating our entire clan? Lin Moyu smiled.
There's an old saying among us humans, karmic retribution may be slow, but it never fails to arrive. Now the time has come, and the retribution for the blazing divine eagle clan has arrived.
Hun Yi understood somewhat.
You mean this 10,000 volcanoes great formation is to deal with the blazing divine eagle clan?
Lin Moyu said.
That's right. Wouldn't you say this is a good show?
Hun Yi was speechless.
No matter how hard he racked his brains, he could never have imagined it would be like this. He had no idea how Lin Moyu had accomplished this. To him, it was simply a miracle. Although the blazing divine eagle clan comprehended and cultivated the fire Tao, there were still differences in strength within the fire Tao. The fire Tao of the strong could still kill the weak. The 10,000 volcanoes great formation set up by Yan Bei personally contained power that ordinary blazing divine eagle clan members simply couldn't resist. As the clan leader, Yan Bei controlled the blazing divine eagle clan's origin spirit vein. He could teleport at will within the range of the origin spirit vein, so he could set up the formation very quickly. Following Lin Moyu's orders, the revived Yan Bei had maximized the power of the 10,000 volcanoes great formation this time, covering an area of over 300,000 kilometers. Except for some clan members who were away, all of the blazing divine eagle clan's bases, including several cities, were enveloped by the formation. When the 10,000 volcanoes great formation began to activate, Lin Moyu had already heard screams, followed by dense resentment rising. The 10,000 volcanoes great formation had significant flaws. One major flaw was that the formation would cause the resentment of beings who died within it to have nowhere to go. Eventually, this resentment would gather and cause backlash to the formation setter. But from another perspective, resentment that couldn't dissipate could also be utilized. The Buddhist Lich had gone over when the formation activated. It would collect the resentment and turn it into followers for the eternal Buddhist nation. This time, 50 million followers would surely be fully gathered. The two approached and saw charred corpses burned to ash everywhere, and countless houses already burned down. The 10,000 volcanoes great formation was gradually shrinking. An encirclement with a diameter of 300,000 li had formed. The blazing divine eagle clan members within the formation had no chance of survival.
Hun Yi murmured softly.
When the blazing divine eagle clan used this formation to destroy the ice demon lizard clan back then, they surely never imagined that their entire clan would eventually die under this formation.
Lin Moyu said.
This world is very magical. Many karmic relationships are predetermined. You should know this.
Honey shook his head slightly.
The cause and effect Tao is too mysterious. Although our bloodline contains a trace of the cause and effect Tao, we actually don't comprehend much of it. As far as this old man knows, although karma is somewhat predetermined, all things in the future are constantly changing. Unless someone can forcibly manipulate the cause and effect Tao to plant effects and return to causes, otherwise, matters of karma are really hard to say.
Lin Moyu said.
Karma is both predetermined and can be changed by external forces. It's indeed a very interesting Tao. Clan leader Hani, your sole progenitor beasts have lived on the origin continent for countless years, passing down through countless generations. Has no clan member ever truly comprehended the cause and effect Tao?
Hani shook his head.
According to the memories in our bloodline, no one has ever truly comprehended it. It should be said that, except for our ancestor, no clan member since has been able to comprehend the cause and effect Tao.
Lin Moyu's eyes lit up slightly. He lightly said,
Oh? Your clan's ancestors should have been at least a 9th level Tao venerable existence, right?
Hun Yi laughed softly.
Sir, you mean to say Great Tao Realm, right? Sir, there's no need to be evasive. Information about the Great Tao Realm is in my bloodline inheritance. The ancestor indeed entered the Great Tao Realm, but unfortunately, the ancestor later disappeared. After the ancestor's disappearance, our bloodline weakened greatly. No clan member has been able to enter the Great Tao Realm since. According to the inheritance in our bloodline, if the ancestor were still here, our bloodline would grow stronger and stronger, and we wouldn't be unable to comprehend the cause and effect Tao.
The sole progenitor beast ancestor who mastered the cause and effect Tao had actually disappeared. This was unexpected for Lin Moyu. He was very clear about the inheritance methods of spirit-beast bloodlines. For a spirit-beast species, the one with the strongest bloodline was naturally the ancestor. Below the ancestor, the bloodline would weaken generation by generation, but as long as the ancestor was still around, after cultivation and realm advancement, the bloodline could be continuously strengthened. Although they ultimately couldn't reach the ancestor's level, only infinitely approaching it, at least they wouldn't be too far off. The ancestor was like someone walking at the highest point, holding a lamp, guiding their clan members. But when the ancestor disappeared, the clan members lost direction, and the bloodline would weaken greatly as a result. Lin Moyu pondered whether the disappearance of the sole progenitor beast ancestor might be related to the great battle with the outer gods back then. The role a master of the cause and effect Tao could play on the battlefield was unimaginable. If they had fallen in that level of battle, it would be normal.
Hun Yi sighed.
The ancestors should have perished.
Lin Moyu said softly.
Perhaps so, but it doesn't matter. Heaven never seals off all paths. The sole progenitor beast bloodline still exists. Even without the ancestor, as long as the bloodline can be continuously strengthened, perhaps a second ancestor can be created.
Spirit-beast bloodlines can return to their ancestral origin. When the ancestor perished, their bloodline would disperse among all clan members' bloodlines, becoming seeds. If a clan member could advance their bloodline to the strongest state, activating the seed left in the bloodline by the ancestor, they could become the second ancestor. This has happened many times in history. Han Yi's eyes brightened slightly.
Sir, is that true?
Lin Moyu nodded.
It's true. I will help you as much as possible. Little Five calls me father. I will let her go very high and far.
Hun Yi understood.
If anyone in their clan could become the second ancestor, it would surely be Little Five. He knew very clearly that to make the bloodline return to its ancestral origin, external help was necessary. And this external help sole progenitor beasts couldn't enjoy. Others wouldn't help them, only thinking about researching them, dissecting them. Present, it seemed only Lin Moyu was willing to help them. And the one Lin Moyu was truly willing to help with all his effort was only Little Five. The reason they could be treated so well by Lin Moyu was all because of Little Five. Han Yi didn't understand Lin Moyu's methods, but he knew they were terrifying. Just look at what happened to the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. First, Yen Fon and the others, 7th level Dao Venerables, were directly killed. Then Yen Bei, an 8th level Dao Venerable, came to kill Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu was alive and well, and then the Blazing Divine Eagle clan was exterminated. The funny thing was, the Blazing Divine Eagle clan was destroyed by their own guardian formation. Clear cries rang out, followed by roars that shook the sky.
Clan leader, why are you exterminating our entire clan? Clan leader, have you gone mad? Clan leader, stop it quickly.
One powerful Dao Venerable after another roared repeatedly, accompanied by the screams of countless Blazing Divine Eagle clan members. Han Yi's gaze contracted slightly. He saw Yen Bei, cloaked in flames, hovering in the sky above the fire Dao. Yen Bei said softly,
By the Master's command, exterminate the entire Blazing Divine Eagle clan.
The flames fell faster, the formation rapidly contracting. Volcanoes continued to erupt. Wherever they passed, no life remained. Han Yi watched, heart pounding. He realized that the master Yen Bei spoke of was Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu had controlled Yen Bei through some unknown method, making him activate the 10,000 volcanoes great formation to exterminate his own race. 3085. Chapter 3085. Quickly notify the clan leader and great elders. At this moment, Han Yi's gaze towards Lin Moyu was full of awe. If Lin Moyu could kill Yen Bei, he would only marvel at Lin Moyu's incredible combat power, unmatched in history. But now Lin Moyu could control Yen Bei, making him exterminate his own clan. That was too terrifying. Lin Moyu noticed the change in Han Yi's gaze.
You needn't be surprised. This Lin has done plenty of sect and clan exterminations. You don't know what this Lin's life was like before. To be honest, even 1,000 blazing divine eagle clans combined wouldn't equal a tenth of the bloodshed on this Lin's hands.
Han Yi was startled to hear this and quickly said,
Sir, don't joke like that.
Lin Moyu smiled.
This Lin isn't joking, but past events are past. No use talking about them.
After saying this, Lin Moyu looked towards Yen Bei and transmitted an order.
You're too slow. Speed up.
Yen Bei immediately fully activated the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation. The formation's power increased again, contracting faster. For a time, the death rate of blazing divine eagle clan members increased sharply. Amidst the flames were streaks of Buddhist light. Countless resentful spirits were collected, becoming followers in the Buddhist Lich's eternal Buddhist nation. Fully activating the 10,000 Volcanoes Great Formation had a price for Yen Bei. After he joined as the Formation I, this flawed formation began to backlash. Even without resentful spirits involved, the powerful backlash was enough to injure Yen Bei. If it were when he was alive, Yen Bei might have feared the backlash. But now, Yen Bei didn't fear the backlash at all. A revived being doesn't even fear death, so what's a mere backlash? Everything was for executing Lin Moyu's orders. Han Yi said,
Sir, there's one thing I don't understand.
Lin Moyu was polite to Han Yi.
Clan leader, no need for formalities. Just speak your mind.
Han Yi said,
Actually, the one who really offended you was Yen Bei.
As he said this, Han Yi suddenly saw Lin Moyu's brow furrow slightly. Han Yi was instinctively frightened and didn't dare continue speaking. That a mere third-level Dao Venerable like Lin Moyu could scare a seventh-level Dao Venerable powerhouse like Han Yi into silence with just a frown, no one would believe such a thing if told. Han Yi felt he might have said something wrong. Thinking about it, he shouldn't interfere with what Lin Moyu does. After all, he had only just met Lin Moyu and didn't know what kind of person he was. Lin Moyu was polite to him, but he shouldn't take that politeness for granted. Han Yi immediately self-reflected. At this time, he heard Lin Moyu say softly,
Someone's coming.
As he spoke, Lin Moyu looked into the distance. Han Yi also looked in the direction of Lin Moyu's gaze, but couldn't see anything. He knew Lin Moyu wouldn't speak nonsense. If he said someone was coming, someone must be coming. In less than half a minute, a huge black shadow appeared in the sky. The shadow rapidly enlarged in view. Under the illumination of the sun's origin, the shadow reflected dazzling golden light. Golden fur fluttered, extremely dazzling. Within the golden light appeared an enormous golden lion. In the distance behind it were 3 more golden clan members following. Han Yi said,
It's the Golden Lion clan.
The arriving Golden Lion clan member's aura was already at 8th level Dao Venerable, and those following behind were all above 4th level Dao Venerable. The Golden Lion clan was a proper royal clan. Their combat power was extremely powerful among those of the same level. Among the beast races, there was a fundamental difference between royal clans and non-royal clans. In the vast majority of cases, the combat power of royal clan members at the same level surpassed that of non-royal clan members. Especially the direct descendants of royal clans with powerful bloodlines, their combat power at the same level was unrivaled. This 8th level Dao Venerable from the Golden Lion clan who came, in terms of combat power alone, naturally far surpassed Yen Bei. Lin Moyu said softly,
Clan leader Han Yi, to avoid unnecessary trouble, you'd better return to my rule world for now.
Clan leader Han Yi knew that if his identity was exposed, it would cause big trouble. He immediately returned to Lin Moyu's rule world. He believed Lin Moyu could handle things here. The 8th level Dao Venerable Golden Lion rushed straight towards Yen Bei. Still 1,000 li away, his soul transmission had already arrived.
Stop!
The voice thundered, and 1,000 rays of golden light appeared in the sky for 1,000 li, even obscuring the light of the sun's origin. But Yen Bei didn't listen at all, continuing as before. Yen Bei would only listen to Lin Moyu's orders. Unless Lin Moyu spoke, even if the Beast Emperor came, it would be useless. Seeing Yen Bei completely unmoved, the Golden Lion roared again.
Yen Bei, I'm telling you to stop, did you hear me?
Yen Bei remained unmoved, as if he hadn't heard. The closest royal clan to the Blazing Divine Eagle clan was the Golden Lion clan. According to beast race rules, the Blazing Divine Eagle clan was under the Golden Lion clan's jurisdiction, unless one day the Blazing Divine Eagle clan could also become a royal clan. Only then could they be on equal footing with the Golden Lion clan. Now that there was an incident within the Blazing Divine Eagle clan, the Golden Lion clan naturally had the obligation to come. But they never imagined it would be clan leader Yen Bei slaughtering his own clan members. The Golden Lion clan elder who came was called Jin Yuan. He had met Yen Bei several times before, and Yen Bei had always been very polite to him. But now Yen Bei completely ignored his words. Jin Yuan, filled with anger, suddenly accelerated across 1,000 li, rushing into the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation. He was confident in his own strength and didn't take the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation seriously. Jin Yuan evolved his Tao True Body, his entire body dazzling with golden light, turning into a 10,000-meter golden lion, roaring as he ran through the flames. He instantly rushed before Yen Bei, roaring,
Yen Bei, I order you to stop immediately.
Yen Bei still ignored him, not even sparing him a glance. Jin Yuan was thoroughly enraged. He violently charged towards Yen Bei, roaring,
Are you deaf? I told you to stop.
At this moment, Lin Moyu's will moved, issuing 10 new orders. Yen Bei, who originally didn't care about Jin Yuan, suddenly looked at Jin Yuan, his gaze revealing intense killing intent. Boom! The fire Tao in the sky erupted. Streams of flaming meteors crashed down, colliding with Jin Yuan. At the same time, Yen Bei also evolved his Tao True Body, turning into a several thousand-meter blazing divine eagle, charging towards Jin Yuan. The two 8th-level Tao venerable powerhouses collided in mid-air, releasing terrifying power. Just the aftershocks killed countless blazing divine eagle clan members. Yen Bei attacked with full force. Each strike was a desperate move. Without particularly flashy techniques, he wielded the fire Tao, frantically unleashing Tao power. Jin Yuan was stunned for a moment, falling at a disadvantage in a short time. He roared,
Yen Bei, have you gone mad? You dare to attack even me? Aren't you afraid of bringing extinction upon your clan?
Yen Bei remained unmoved, fighting as he should, each attack with full force, as if fighting for his life. These words falling on Lin Moyu's ears made him laugh out loud. Yen Bei had activated the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation, slaughtering his own clan members. He was already carrying out clan extermination. Now you're using clan extermination to warn Yen Bei? What use is that? Yen Bei fought more and more fiercely, but because of Jin Yuan's appearance, Yen Bei couldn't focus on controlling the formation. The formation's contraction speed slowed considerably. Finally, some of the Tao venerables Jin Yuan brought caught up. Jin Yuan's voice resounded through heaven and earth.
Don't come in. Quickly notify the clan leader and great elders to come help.
3086. Chapter 3086. Yen Bei is exterminating his own race on orders. Jin Yuan held off Yen Bei, letting his clan members go for help. The clan members he brought were only 4th or 5th level Tao venerables. Once they entered the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation, it would be suicide. Only he, with his overwhelming strength, could contend with Yen Bei inside the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation. Outside the formation, the few Golden Lion clan members had already obeyed his order to call for help. Golden light filled the sky outside the formation. They used unique treasures to shoot out tens of thousands of golden light rays back to the Golden Lion clan, much faster than returning to report themselves. In Lin Moyu's eyes, this method was actually somewhat outdated. The communication formations of the human race were actually the best method. Although communication formations were simple, those ultra-long distance communication formations couldn't be set up by ordinary formation masters. Many communication formations had limited range and needed multiple relays. Many human sects had such setups, but the beast races obviously didn't. This was one of the differences between beast races and humans. Seeing his clan members call for help, Jin Yuan knew he just needed to hold on a bit longer to resolve the current problem. The life or death of the blazing divine eagle clan wasn't important now. What was important was why Yen Bei had become like this. Flames rained down from the sky. Yen Bei pushed the fire Dao to its limit, working in concert with the 10,000 volcanoes' great formation to display shocking power. For a time, Jin Yuan was completely suppressed. After becoming a revived being, Yen Bei's combat power was much stronger than when he was alive. He was not far behind even when fighting against royal clan direct descendants of the same level. Jin Yuan suddenly roared angrily, taking out a golden square seal. The seal suddenly enlarged, turning into a golden mountain crashing towards Yen Bei, blasting Yen Bei away along with his flames. Suddenly, Jin Yuan saw someone still standing outside the formation.
A human, a third-level Dao venerable human. Why is there a human here? Did this guy happen to come here by chance? Or is there some other reason?
Jin Yuan's thoughts raced as he shouted.
You lot, go ask that human why he's here.
He had a feeling that everything happening before him should be related to that human. Lin Moyu stood there, looking far too calm. That gaze seemed to be watching a show. The 3 Golden Lion Clan Dao Venerables immediately circled around the formation, coming to the other side of the formation, quickly approaching Lin Moyu. They stopped when they were only 100 meters from Lin Moyu. This distance was far too close. Clearly, they didn't take Lin Moyu seriously. Lin Moyu only revealed 3rd-level Dao Venerable strength, which indeed didn't warrant much attention from them. The 3 Golden Lion clan members were 1 5th-level Dao Venerable and 2 4th-level Dao Venerables. Lin Moyu paid no attention to their arrival. He continued watching the battle between Jin Yuan and Yen Bei inside the formation with great interest. A battle between 8th-level Dao Venerables wasn't a common sight. One of the 3, finding themselves seemingly ignored, grew displeased. The 5th-level Dao Venerable Golden Lion clan member shouted at Lin Moyu.
Human, what are you doing here?
Lin Moyu slowly turned his head.
As a royal clan, don't you understand even basic courtesy?
The Golden Lion clan members were slightly stunned. Courtesy? Had they been discourteous just now? It seemed fine. Lin Moyu said.
First, you should tell me your name, then ask me properly why I'm here. Change your tone too, be more polite. It won't hurt you.
Hearing Lin Moyu's words, they were stunned. As royal clan members of the beast races, and direct descendants of the royal clan at that, when had they ever been demanded like this? Among the 3, the leading Golden Lion shouted angrily.
Cut the crap. Answer what I ask you. Keep talking nonsense, and I'll kill you.
Lin Moyu shook his head. The space beside him distorted slightly. Giant Sword Dao Venerable and Zhao Dongshang appeared simultaneously, their Dao Venerable auras blasting towards the 3 like a fierce wind. The 3's faces changed drastically. Struck by the 6th-level Dao Venerable aura, they couldn't help stepping back. They were only 4th and 5th-level Dao Venerables. Facing 6th-level Dao Venerable human cultivators, they had no chance of victory. Their overbearing attitude instantly vanished. Lin Moyu's action was a slap in the face to the 3. The 3 looked at each other. They could be tough when facing Lin Moyu because he was 3rd-level Dao Venerable. But now with Zhao Dongshang and Giant Sword Dao Venerable, they couldn't be tough because they were 6th-level Dao Venerables. At this time, Lin Moyu's voice slowly sounded.
You can try to kill me if you want.
The one who spoke earlier immediately said,
Human friend is joking. It was just a joke earlier. Don't take it seriously.
Lin Moyu glanced at him.
What's your name?
The man immediately replied,
My name is Jin Huan.
Now his attitude was much better, unlike the same person as before. Lin Moyu nodded slightly.
I'm Lin Moyu. What brings you here?
Jin Huan asked.
We're here on the clan elder's orders to ask what you're doing here.
Lin Moyu said.
Watching how the blazing divine eagle clan is being exterminated.
The 3's faces instantly changed. What did Lin Moyu mean by this? From his words, it seemed he knew something. Jin Huan tried hard to put on a smile.
Friend Lin, Do you know why the Blazing Divine Eagle clan is like this?
Lin Moyu nodded slightly.
Of course I know. Yan Bei is acting on orders, exterminating the Blazing Divine Eagle clan.
Jin Huan immediately asked.
Whose orders?
He didn't understand. As a clan second only to royal clans, and Yan Bei being an 8th level Dao venerable powerhouse, who could order him? And to do something like exterminating his own clan, even if it were the Beast Emperor, Yan Bei might not necessarily obey such an order. Lin Moyu said.
My orders, of course.
Jin Huan's mouth twitched.
Friend Lin, you must be joking.
Lin Moyu said.
This Lin never jokes.
Jin Huan was completely speechless. He couldn't believe that Yan Bei would obey Lin Moyu's orders to exterminate his own race. Although Lin Moyu was strange and had 2 6th level Dao venerable human cultivators beside him, he seemed far from being able to command Yan Bei. Jin Huan and the other two unanimously believed Lin Moyu was joking. At this time, Jin Yuan's voice sounded.
What did you find out?
Jin Huan could only report truthfully.
He's called Lin Moyu. He says he ordered clan leader Yan Bei to exterminate his own race.
The next second, Jin Yuan shouted harshly.
Bullshit.
He simply didn't believe Yan Bei would obey Lin Moyu's orders. Jin Yuan was currently using all his strength to hold off Yan Bei and couldn't get away. Otherwise, he would certainly tell Lin Moyu that there's a price to pay for telling tall tales. Jin Huan looked helpless. What could he do? This was the answer he got. He couldn't do anything to Lin Moyu either. The man had 2 6th level Dao venerables protecting him, and they couldn't beat them in a fight. Finally, after half an hour of stalling, golden light flickered in the distance. A powerful aura was rapidly approaching from afar, arriving in the blink of an eye. Jin Huan's face broke into a smile.
The Great Elder has arrived.
Lin Moyu had long sensed that a 9th level Dao venerable powerhouse was coming, but judging from the aura alone, he seemed a few notches below the Golden Lion clan's leader. Even among 9th level Dao venerables, there were big differences. The Great Elder was still thousands of li away, but a dazzling golden Dao had already arrived. A beam of golden light blasted into the 10,000 volcanoes' great formation, heading straight for Yan Bei. 3087. Chapter 3087. No one can save the blazing divine eagle clan today. This beam of golden light came too fast. Even Lin Moyu didn't have time to react, and neither did Yan Bei. The golden light slammed heavily into Yan Bei, blasting him hundreds of li away before he stopped. Yan Bei was a bloody mess, severely injured from soul to body. This attack came from a 9th level Dao venerable, truly beyond what Yan Bei could withstand. If it were before, Yan Bei would probably need to heal immediately or risk damaging his foundation. But now it wasn't so troublesome. Lin Moyu waved out a stream of life force, crossing space to fall on Yan Bei. Yan Bei's injuries immediately began to heal. Jin Yuan suddenly turned to look at Lin Moyu, his eyes full of anger.
What are you doing?
Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
Healing him, of course.
Jin Yuan shouted angrily.
You dare interfere in our clan's internal affairs?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
Yan Bei is my man. He's injured, so naturally I as his master should heal him.
Jin Yuan didn't believe Lin Moyu's words at all and cursed.
Bullshit, I'll kill you.
He turned to attack Lin Moyu, but suddenly flames rose before him. Countless volcanoes erupted, spewing endless magma, blocking Jin Yuan's path. Golden light erupted from Jin Yuan's body, breaking through the magma, but Yan Bei appeared before him again at this moment. Jin Yuan could ignore the 10,000 volcanoes' great formation, but he couldn't ignore Yan Bei. Lin Moyu now turned to Jin Huan beside him and said,
If I remember correctly, your clan's great elder is Jin Lan, right?
Jin Huan nodded somewhat woodenly.
Yes.
The three of them had been stunned by the scene just now. Lin Moyu had healed Yan Bei, Jin Yuan wanted to kill Lin Moyu, and Yan Bei had blocked Jin Yuan. Throughout the whole process, Lin Moyu was calm and composed, not panicked or afraid at all. Moreover, he said he was Yen Bei's master, and Yen Bei didn't object at all. Jin Huan couldn't help but wonder if what Lin Moyu said earlier was true. Could it be that Yen Bei really was exterminating his own race on Lin Moyu's orders? No matter how he thought about it, this seemed impossible. For a moment, Jin Huan felt his brain was in chaos, unable to process it all. As he was lost in thought, Lin Moyu mused to himself.
In our human race, there's a flower called golden orchid, usually referring to beautiful women. It seems your great elder is a woman. Friend Jin Huan, is my guess correct?
Jin Huan instinctively said.
Yes.
Lin Moyu continued.
As far as I know, there are no orchids in beast territory. This means great elder Jin Lan must have been to human lands, or someone brought the flower here.
Jin Huan instinctively shook his head again.
Not sure.
How would he know about the great elder's affairs? And what was the point of what Lin Moyu was saying? With his beast race mind, he couldn't understand at all. Finally, Jin Lan arrived. A woman with an extremely slender figure, wearing golden armor, appeared in the sky. Jin Lan had also taken human form, with only a few features of the Golden Lion clan remaining. Judging purely by appearance, she was indeed a beautiful woman. Her eyes carried a heroic spirit, and she exuded an aura that only comes from long holding a high position. The aura of a 9th-level Dao Venerable spread freely through heaven and earth. The terrifying pressure made it hard to breathe.
Stop!
A crisp, feminine shout rang out. Jin Yuan was the first to stop. He had to listen to the great elder's words. But Yen Bei still ignored it. Whether Jin Yuan stopped or not, he continued attacking. Jin Lan wasn't his great elder. He didn't care what she said. Jin Yuan retreated, and Yen Bei pursued fiercely. Jin Yuan shouted angrily.
Damn it, you're just a madman. I told you to stop, didn't you hear?
Yen Bei didn't listen at all, as if he were deaf. At this moment, a light voice transmitted into the formation.
Yen Bei, stop.
Hearing this, Yen Bei immediately stopped, no longer attacking. Only now did Jin Yuan finally confirm that Yen Bei really was listening to Lin Moyu. He looked at Lin Moyu, murderous intent surging.
It really was you.
Lin Moyu said.
I told you before. You just didn't believe it.
Jin Yuan shouted angrily.
You think I won't kill you?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
You can try.
At this time, Jin Lan said softly.
Jin Yuan, withdraw from the formation first.
Clearly, Jin Lan had great authority in the clan. Upon hearing her words, Jin Yuan immediately withdrew from the formation. Jin Lan stood outside the formation, looking at Lin Moyu.
Human friend, you say Yen Bei is obeying your orders to exterminate his own clan?
Lin Moyu admitted frankly.
That's right.
Jin Lan's eyes slowly narrowed, revealing a dangerous look.
Why are you doing this?
Lin Moyu said.
Yen Bei wanted to kill me, but I turned the tables on him. Is there a problem?
Beside them, Jin Yuan's killing intent boiled.
Bullshit.
Before he could finish, Jin Lan silenced him with a look. Although there was killing intent in Jin Lan's eyes, she didn't take immediate action. She said softly,
How did you control Yen Bei?
Lin Moyu smiled.
Do you think I would tell you?
The killing intent in Jin Lan's eyes grew stronger.
I asked the wrong question. Yen Bei wanted to kill you, but why did you make Yen Bei exterminate his clan? Yen Bei offended you, not the blazing divine eagle clan.
Lin Moyu smiled.
May I ask, what is Yen Bei's position?
Jin Lan said softly.
The clan leader of the blazing divine eagle clan.
Lin Moyu said.
Since he's the clan leader, he represents the blazing divine eagle clan. He wanted to kill me, so I made him exterminate the entire blazing divine eagle clan. Is there a problem?
For a moment, Jin Lan was at a loss for words. Indeed, Yen Bei's position was different. His actions represented not just himself, but his entire race. Jin Lan said sharply,
Even so, the blazing divine eagle clan shouldn't be exterminated entirely.
Lin Moyu said,
Whether it should or shouldn't be, everyone has their own standards. If I think it should be done, what others say doesn't matter. We humans have a saying, repay a drop of kindness with a gushing spring. But if someone offends me by an inch, I'll exterminate their entire clan.
Jinlan was stunned for a moment. She had heard the first half of the saying before, but never the second half. However, she had to admit Lin Moyu had a point. Whether something should or shouldn't be done, everyone has their own standards. It's not for others to say. This also showed that this human before her was a madman. Yin Lang sighed.
Since you won't tell us how you control Yanbei, and we can't watch Yanbei exterminate his clan, in that case, we can only kill you.
Lin Moyu shook his head.
You can't kill me, and you can't stop me either. Today, no one can save the blazing divine eagle clan.
Jinlan condensed heavy golden light in her palm, and a golden Dao appeared in the sky. The pressure of a 9th level Dao venerable pressed down, covering heaven and earth. She looked at Lin Moyu.
Killing you won't be difficult.
Lin Moyu showed no fear. He flipped his palm, and a Beast Emperor flower appeared in his hand. As the Beast Emperor flower appeared, a powerful and noble aura spread out. Even Jinlan's 9th level Dao venerable pressure couldn't stop this aura. Lin Moyu looked at Jinlan.
Do you recognize this?
Jinlan drew a sharp breath, biting out 3 words through clenched teeth.
Beast Emperor flower.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Not bad eyesight. Do you know what the Beast Emperor flower represents?
How could Jinlan not know? Although the Beast Emperor flower didn't represent the Beast Emperor's personal presence, it did represent that Lin Moyu was someone the Beast Emperor valued. Giving out a Beast Emperor flower was telling everyone that this person couldn't be touched by anyone. 3088. Chapter 3088. Beast Emperor, this Lin has something to discuss. The golden light in Jinlan's hand gradually dissipated, and the golden Dao in the sky also disappeared. Facing Lin Moyu, who held the Beast Emperor flower, she indeed couldn't and didn't dare to kill him. If she killed Lin Moyu, the Beast Emperor would surely be enraged. At best, she would die. At worst, the entire Golden Lion clan would be finished. Jinlan gritted her teeth and said softly,
How did you obtain the Beast Emperor flower?
Lin Moyu smiled.
You seem quite intelligent. How can you ask such a question? The Beast Emperor flower was naturally given by the Beast Emperor. Could I have stolen it?
Jinlan also thought to herself that she was being a bit stupid.
Even if you have the Beast Emperor flower and I can't kill you, we still can't let Yanbei destroy the blazing divine eagle clan.
The implication was that she still had to stop Yanbei, and the method was simple, just kill Yanbei. The blazing divine eagle clan had already suffered heavy losses, with most of its members dead, no longer a force to be reckoned with. If Yanbei died too, the blazing divine eagle clan would fall sharply. Even after thousands of years, it would be difficult to recover. But at least the blazing divine eagle clan would still exist, with a chance to recover someday. And if this matter got out, where would their beast race put their face? Jinlan's eyes shifted slightly.
How about this? You kill Yanbei, and we'll let this matter rest. As for the remaining blazing divine eagle clan members, why not spare them?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
We humans have a saying, if you don't remove the roots when cutting grass, it will grow again in the spring wind. So when I do things, I make sure to kill everyone, leaving no one behind. Otherwise, thousands of years later, if people from the blazing divine eagle clan come to cause trouble for me, I'm not afraid. But if my subordinates or descendants are harmed, that wouldn't be worth it.
Yin Lang understood. Lin Moyu was iron-hearted, determined to exterminate the entire clan. Jinlan thought for a moment and continued.
You should know that if we intervene, we can completely save most of the blazing divine eagle clan members.
Lin Moyu said.
You certainly can save them, but that would make you my enemy. The friends of enemies are also enemies. When this 10,000 volcanoes great formation appears in the Golden Lion clan's territory, don't regret it.
Lin Moyu's words were a clear threat. He was plainly telling everyone that whoever dares to save the blazing divine Eagle clan would be making an enemy of him. Perhaps for saving 100 people, they would lose the lives of 10,000 of their own clan members. Whether it's worth it or not, they should consider carefully. The friends of enemies are enemies. Lin Moyu had already said this much, leaving no room for retreat. Jin Yuan's anger burst out of his nose as he shouted.
Kid, you're too arrogant.
Lin Moyu chuckled.
Arrogant? I don't think so. Don't think you're so great just because you're an 8th level Dao Venerable. Yan Bei is also 8th level Dao Venerable, and look what happened to him. Want to bet I can make you slaughter your own clan members too?
His casual tone made Jin Yuan's whole body go cold. Lin Moyu's smile looked somewhat creepy. Although Yan Bei's strength wasn't as good as his own, he was indeed also 8th level Dao Venerable. Yet Lin Moyu could control him through some strange means, making him slaughter his own clan members. Naturally, Lin Moyu would have ways to control him too. If he were controlled to slaughter his own clan members, the consequences were unimaginable. Lin Moyu smiled.
Well, do you still want to stop me?
Jin Lan looked troubled. This Lin Moyu fellow was too difficult to deal with. Since they started talking, she had been at a disadvantage the whole time. If she had known this would happen, she should have killed Lin Moyu right away, not letting him take out the Beast Emperor flower. But now, she really couldn't move against Lin Moyu. Jin Lan took a deep breath.
Friend, is there really no room for negotiation on this matter?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
No negotiation. I said today no one can save the blazing divine Eagle clan. Even if the Beast Emperor comes personally, it's useless.
His words were getting bigger and bigger, even saying it would be useless if the Beast Emperor came personally. Just as Jin Lan was about to speak, suddenly a beam of golden light shot over from the distance.
The clan leader is here.
Jin Yuan said softly. Jin Lan also knew her clan leader had arrived. Her eyes shifted. Perhaps there was still a turning point in this matter. The golden light shot over from afar, stopping beside Jin Lan, revealing a majestic figure entirely golden in color. The current clan leader of the Golden Lion clan, Jin Mie. Jin Mie saw Lin Moyu and was slightly stunned, then put on a smile.
So it's friend Lin.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Clan leader Jin Mie, long time no see. Looks like you've been doing well.
Jin Mie smiled.
Just average. Friend Lin, when you went to see the Beast Emperor before, if you have nothing else to do afterwards, you can come to our clan as a guest. Let this clan leader fulfill the duties of a host.
Lin Moyu smiled.
That's not urgent. Let's deal with the current matter first.
Regarding the current matter, Jin Mie turned to Jin Lan.
Great Elder, what exactly is going on?
Jin Lan immediately explained the situation here to Jin Mie. Jin Mie's eyes also showed a troubled look. As a royal clan, the Blazing Divine Eagle clan could be considered their little brother. If their little brother was about to be wiped out, he as the big brother naturally couldn't ignore it. But he also couldn't ignore the Beast Emperor flower in Lin Moyu's hand. He had to intervene, but he couldn't afford to offend. Jin Mie thought for a moment before speaking.
Friend Lin, do you really have to wipe out the Blazing Divine Eagle clan today?
Lin Moyu nodded slightly.
Certainly.
Jin Mie said.
In that case, may I ask friend Lin to wait a moment? This clan leader would like to consult the Beast Emperor. What does friend Lin think?
As the leader of a royal clan, Jin Mie had the right to directly contact the Beast Emperor in some special situations. Lin Moyu said.
All right.
Jin Mie immediately began contacting the Beast Emperor. He took out a petal, also from the Beast Emperor flower, refined by the Beast Emperor. However, Jin Mie only had one petal in his hand, while Lin Moyu had an entire flower. The petal was activated, glowing brightly. Jin Mie explained the general situation here to the petal. This kind of contact was one way. Jin Mie wasn't sure when the Beast Emperor would respond. If the Beast Emperor was busy, there might be no response for days. Unfortunately, after several minutes, there was still no response from the Beast Emperor. Jin Mie didn't know what to do for a moment. his expression as complex as his current mood. Lin Moyu looked at Jin Mie.
Clan leader Jin Mie, let me contact him.
As he spoke, he also activated the Beast Emperor flower. If a petal could contact the Beast Emperor, his complete Beast Emperor flower should be able to as well. The Beast Emperor flower radiated brilliant light, a powerful and noble aura shooting straight to the sky. Lin Moyu said softly,
Beast Emperor, this Lin has something to discuss.
His tone startled everyone. They were all extremely respectful towards the Beast Emperor, but Lin Moyu was speaking as an equal. Jin Mie said softly,
Friend Lin, it's better to be more respectful towards the Beast Emperor.
Lin Moyu shook his head.
You need to, I don't.
Just as he finished speaking, the Beast Emperor's voice suddenly sounded from the Beast Emperor flower.
Friend Lin, what matter do you have for this emperor?
Lin Moyu said,
It's not something that can be explained in a word or two. It's better if you come over.
The Beast Emperor said,
All right, this emperor's avatar will arrive immediately.
Lin Moyu said to Jin Mie,
All right, the Beast Emperor will be here soon. I'll speak to him directly. Clan leader Jin Mie doesn't need to be troubled anymore.
Jin Mie hurriedly said,
That's good, that's good.
Chapter 3089. Thank you, friend Lin, for acting on this emperor's behalf. Jin Mie's mood was extremely complex at this moment. He could no longer understand what kind of relationship Lin Moyu had with the Beast Emperor. The lofty Beast Emperor, respected by billions of beast race members, actually spoke to Lin Moyu as an equal. He, a royal clan leader and top 9th level Dao Venerable powerhouse, trembled in fear when seeing the Beast Emperor. Lin Moyu was only 3rd level Dao Venerable and a human at that. What qualifications did he have? But he could only keep these words in his heart, not daring to say half a word. At this time, Jin Lan said softly,
If this matter is left to the Beast Emperor to handle, that would be fine. At least we don't have to worry about it.
Jin Mie nodded.
I think so too. Let's leave it to the Beast Emperor to decide.
Jin Lan's voice became even lower.
I'm just curious how this person controlled Yanbei.
Jin Mie said,
This world is vast, with countless secret techniques. Although we're almost at the peak, there are still many things we don't understand about this world. Humans have no bloodlines and are born weak, yet they can stand on equal footing with us beast races. They produce geniuses in every generation and have countless secret techniques. It's not surprising they can achieve this.
Jin Mie was actually very curious too. But as the clan leader, he still had to save face and find a reason to explain it away. Jin Lan said,
Clan leader, how did you come to know this friend Lin?
Jin Mie recounted what had happened in the Icefire secret realm before. Actually, he hadn't interacted much with Lin Moyu, and much of the information came from others. At that time, Lei Tian had come, bringing the Beast Emperor's order to take Lin Moyu away. He knew the Beast Emperor wanted to see Lin Moyu. The fact that the mighty Beast Emperor wanted to see a human was enough to make him pay attention. Add to that the Beast Emperor flower, and naturally he was very polite to Lin Moyu. After hearing Jin Mie's words, Jin Lan said,
Even those fellows from the 100 Herbs Alliance wanted to kill him. It seems he's really good at causing trouble.
Jin Mie deeply agreed. Lin Moyu was indeed quite good at stirring up trouble. Just a moment later, ripples suddenly appeared in the distant space. Space distorted repeatedly. Then a figure appeared in midair. Mist enveloped him, hiding his true appearance. But he emitted an extremely noble aura, seeming to have surpassed one limit and reached another level. The Great Dao Realm was an unfathomable level for Dao Venerables. In the Origin Continent, even if all 9th level Dao Venerables were tied together, they would struggle to contend with a Great Dao Realm being. As the Beast Emperor arrived, Jin Mie, Jin Lan, Jin Yuan and others all knelt down, shouting in unison,
This subordinate pays respects to the Beast Emperor.
The Beast Emperor was the master of the Northern Continent. All beast races in the Northern Continent were the Beast Emperor's subordinates. The Beast Emperor nodded.
Rise, no need to kneel.
After speaking, his gaze fell on Lin Moyu.
Friend Lin, this emperor has arrived.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Beast Emperor, you came quite fast.
The Beast Emperor chuckled.
This is the northern continent. This emperor has avatars arranged in various places. No matter which corner Friend Lin is in, this emperor can arrive in an instant.
Then his gaze swept over, seeing the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation and the blazing Divine Eagle clan with over half its members dead or injured. At this moment, the blazing Divine Eagle clan members were gathered together, kneeling on the ground, trembling. The Beast Emperor said,
What happened?
Lin Moyu said,
It's actually a simple matter. Yanbei wanted to kill me, but I turned the tables on him. I ordered him to exterminate the blazing Divine Eagle clan.
Even the Beast Emperor was inwardly shocked. Killing, revenge, counterkilling, these things were common in the beast races. Even clan extermination sometimes occurred. But someone doing it like Lin Moyu, even the Beast Emperor was seeing it for the first time. The Beast Emperor didn't know what methods Lin Moyu had used to control Yanbei. He just felt Lin Moyu was becoming increasingly mysterious. Lin Moyu smiled and said,
Beast Emperor, you say, has what this Lin did gone too far? This?
The Beast Emperor found it difficult to answer for a moment. He wanted to ask, isn't it too much? But he couldn't say it. If he did, his friendship with Lin Moyu would be over. Thinking of the Icefire Dao stone still in Lin Moyu's possession, the Beast Emperor couldn't answer. Lin Moyu beckoned.
Beast Emperor, there's something I need to tell you privately.
The Beast Emperor's gaze focused slightly. He immediately descended beside Lin Moyu.
What is it?
Mist spread out, enveloping the two of them, isolating them from the outside. Lin Moyu smiled.
Your northern continent is not very peaceful. Some people seem to no longer want to be obedient subjects.
The Beast Emperor was stunned.
Why does Friend Lin say this?
Lin Moyu handed a jade tablet to the Beast Emperor.
See for yourself. I'll explain as you look.
The jade tablet recorded some events that happened after Yanbei came back, tore open space, and tried to capture Lin Moyu into a secret realm. Lin Moyu also voiced his guesses at the same time. Yanbei used the secret realm space, attempting to deceive the Beast Emperor and kill Lin Moyu. This method, plus the black-robed figure that appeared later, already indicated the existence of a force in the northern continent. This force was against the Beast Emperor, hidden very deeply. The Beast Emperor hadn't discovered it in all these years. Hearing of such a force, the Beast Emperor's killing intent was already boiling. As the master of the northern continent, what he couldn't tolerate most was someone wanting to rebel against him. But he obviously wasn't very concerned. As long as he put some effort in, he could dig out that force and eradicate it completely. The Beast Emperor believed more in fists. As long as his fist was big enough, any force would be like clay chickens and pottery dogs. But at this time, Lin Moyu gave him another bombshell.
Although I'm not very certain, that black-robed figure was on the path of Dao patterns. What?
The Beast Emperor's mist roiled. This news truly shocked him. The path of Dao patterns wasn't the path that current Dao venerables in the Origin continent cultivated. The reason the Beast Emperor wasn't concerned was because in the Origin continent, there were basically no Dao venerables on the path of Dao patterns. With the current cultivation methods of those Dao venerables, even if they could surpass 9th level Dao venerable, they would only be the weakest great Dao realm beings, and unable to advance further in their lifetime. The Beast Emperor didn't take this kind of great Dao realm seriously. But if they were on the path of Dao patterns, once they became great Dao realm, they could very possibly threaten him. This was unacceptable to the Beast Emperor. Lin Moyu smiled.
Do you still think I went too far?
The Beast Emperor's killing intent grew stronger.
Yanbei had connections with those people, able to borrow treasures from them, intending to kill you. Then other people in the Blazing Divine Eagle clan might also have connections with those people. This clan deserves it. Thank you, Friend Lin, for acting on this emperor's behalf.
The Beast Emperor's answer greatly satisfied Lin Moyu. This was exactly the answer he wanted. The Beast Emperor's personality was very cautious. When he learned that Yanbei was involved with those people, he would naturally think of the blazing divine eagle clan. So Lin Moyu deliberately guided the Beast Emperor's thoughts using this. He himself actually didn't care about this. He only cared whether the blazing divine eagle clan would cause trouble for him or his forces thousands of years later. So, cutting the grass and digging up the roots was the best method. However, the arrival of the Golden Lion clan was unexpected. But it didn't matter that they came. The overall situation wouldn't change, and he wouldn't stop. The Beast Emperor dispersed the mist. He returned to mid-air, his majestic voice resounding through heaven and earth.
The blazing divine eagle clan, intending to betray the beast race and betray this emperor, deserves extermination.
3090. Chapter 3090. The ancient battle secret realm will open. The blazing divine eagle clan, intending to betray the beast race and betray the beast emperor, deserves extermination. The beast emperor's golden words directly condemned the blazing divine eagle clan to hell. In the 10,000 volcanoes great formation, those blazing divine eagle clan members who had survived looked ashen, no longer harboring any hope. They had no chance to explain, and the beast emperor wouldn't give them a chance. This was the stark reality of the northern continent, and the cruelty of the entire origin continent. Might makes right. The beast emperor had the biggest fist here, so his words were truth. Countless beast race members would only obey, not oppose. On top of Beast Emperor Mountain in the northern continent, the Beast Emperor's statue simultaneously glowed and manifested divinity. Countless beast race members prostrated themselves on the ground, kowtowing to the Beast Emperor. The Beast Emperor manifesting divinity happened only once in countless years. Those who could witness it were blessed with 3 lifetimes of good fortune. The Beast Emperor's statue had no facial features, like the Beast Emperor himself, always shrouded in mist. At this moment, the mist rose hazily, enveloping mountains and forests. A noble yet terrifying aura flowed freely through heaven and earth.
The blazing divine eagle clan, intending to betray the beast race and betray this emperor, deserves extermination.
The Beast Emperor's words became the highest decree in the northern continent, rapidly spreading throughout the entire northern continent. From this moment on, the blazing divine eagle clan was finished. No clan would dare shelter the blazing divine eagle clan. Not only would they not dare shelter them, but when they saw blazing divine eagle clan members, they would only ruthlessly hunt them down. Not just in the northern continent, but if beast race members in other continents saw blazing divine eagle clan members, they would also directly attack and kill them. After this incident, even if the blazing divine eagle clan had survivors, they would become like rats in the street, living in constant fear. Just like the sole progenitor beast clan, hiding here and there, they would be targets of pursuit wherever they went. However, they weren't completely without options. They could still go to the Buddhist race. Perhaps some ancient Buddha in the Buddhist race would take them in. But once they entered the Buddhist race, they would become slaves and puppets of the Buddhist race with no more freedom to speak of. Lin Moyu mused to himself.
This is karma, isn't it? They hunted the sole progenitor beasts, but ended up with their clan destroyed, and finally have to hide everywhere just like the sole progenitor beasts.
At this moment, Lin Moyu seemed to have gained a new understanding of the cause and effect Tao. Various illusory Taos both exist independently and are interconnected. Changes in the cause and effect Tao affect fate, and changes in the fate Tao affect cause and effect. For the blazing divine eagle clan to kill sole progenitor beasts, they needed enough fate to bear this karmic consequence. If before, the sole progenitor beast's fate wasn't good, after developing a relationship with him, the sole progenitor beast's fate changed. To obtain the sole progenitor beasts, one needed even more fate to withstand the backlash. Otherwise, even if they obtained the sole progenitor beasts without enough fate, they would still fail, turning fate into calamity. Calamity then affected the cause and effect Tao, which in turn affected the fate Tao. Ultimately, for the blazing divine eagle clan, it meant fate's destruction and the clan's annihilation. In the most common human terms, it meant the blazing divine eagle clan's destiny wasn't strong enough. They weren't qualified to obtain the sole progenitor beasts. The 10,000 volcanoes great formation began operating again, and the blazing divine Eagle clan members met their final fate. This time, the 4 Golden Lion clan Dao Venerables didn't intervene again. They didn't dare disobey the Beast Emperor's words, unless they didn't want their own clan to continue existing. In the northern continent, the Beast Emperor was heaven. Not just them as a royal clan, but even if all royal clans united, they wouldn't dare rebel. The Beast Emperor said to Lin Moyu,
Friend Lin, when you have free time, come back to the Beast Emperor Palace and stay for a few days.
Lin Moyu smiled.
I'll definitely come when I have time.
With a distortion of space, the Beast Emperor's figure dissipated. After the Beast Emperor left, clan leader Jean Mie flew to Lin Moyu's front.
Friend Lin, where are you planning to go next?
Lin Moyu smiled.
I haven't decided yet. Does clan leader Jean Mie have something?
Jean Mie said,
If friend Lin has nothing else to do, you can come rest at our clan for a few days. It just so happens that in a few days, it will be the opening of our beast race's ancient battle secret realm. If friend Lin is interested, you can go in and take a look.
Lin Moyu's eyes lit up slightly.
The ancient battle secret realm is opening?
Jean Mie said.
That's right.
Lin Moyu revealed a slight smile.
What a coincidence. I've run into the ancient battle secret realm that opens once every 1,000 years.
Seeing Lin Moyu somewhat moved, Jean Mie quickly said,
Yes, friend Lin has encountered a secret realm that opens once every 1,000 years. This might be friend Lin's destined opportunity.
Lin Moyu didn't stand on ceremony.
If that's the case, after matters here are concluded, I'll come trouble clan leader Jean Mie.
Jean Mie's face was full of smiles.
It's no trouble, no trouble. It's our clan's honor for friend Lin to come.
The ancient battle secret realm was very famous, and Lin Moyu naturally knew about it. In the information he had obtained, there was a lot about the ancient battle secret realm. The ancient battle secret realm was different from other secret realms. Other secret realms were self-contained spaces, looking small from the outside but with vast internal spaces. The ancient battle secret realm could also be a self-contained space, and its internal space could also be vast. Besides this, the ancient battle secret realm had some characteristics that other secret realms didn't possess. The ancient battle secret realm was located in a special area in the center of the northern continent. This area had a diameter of over 1,000,000 li and was once an ancient battlefield. Within the entire ancient battlefield, there were many secret realm entrances. These secret realms were the ancient battle secret realms. The ancient battle secret realm didn't refer to a single secret realm, but to the group of secret realms in the ancient battlefield. The ancient battlefield was usually covered by a powerful and special force, and no one could enter. The Beast Emperor once said that if he wanted to force his way into the ancient battlefield, naturally there wouldn't be a problem. But the ancient battlefield would collapse because of this, and the ancient battle secret realms inside would also collapse simultaneously, and it might even affect the entire northern continent. So the Beast Emperor didn't force his way in. As for 9th level Dao Venerables, they also couldn't enter when the secret realm wasn't open. Only when the secret realm opened could cultivators enter the ancient battlefield and enter the ancient battle secret realms. It was said that there were countless ancient battle secret realms, distributed in various places. Each ancient battle secret realm was different. What one could obtain after entering the secret realm depended on each person's destiny. Some ancient battle secret realms had very small spaces, small enough to see everything at a glance. If there were treasures, they could be obtained directly. Some ancient battle secret realms had very large spaces, no different from ordinary secret realms. A lot of exploration was needed to obtain treasures. Some ancient battle secret realms were very dangerous, and those who entered would face 9 deaths and 1 life. Every time the ancient battle secret realms opened, quite a few people died inside. Most interestingly, some ancient battle secret realms weren't secret realms at all. They looked exactly like the entrances to other secret realms, but were actually teleportation formations. After entering, one would be teleported to some special places. These places were often more dangerous, and very few people could come out alive. In short, in the ancient battle secret realms, there were opportunities and dangers. Everything depended on each person's destiny. Lin Moyu hadn't expected his timing to be so coincidental. Since that was the case, he naturally wanted to go take a look. Half a day later, the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation finally closed completely. The formation's power devoured everything. From now on, there would be no more blazing divine eagle clan in the origin continent. Under the Beast Emperor's orders, those blazing divine eagle clan members who had survived also had nowhere to go. When Yen Bei withdrew the formation, Jin Mie said,
Friend Lin, shall we go?
Lin Moyu shook his head.
There's still one thing. Wait a moment.
3091. Chapter 3091. Purple Gold City, the box in the secret space pearl. The 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation disappeared. The 300,000 li of land that originally belonged to the Blazing Divine Eagle clan had become scorched earth. The Blazing Divine Eagle clan was of the fire attribute, cultivating the fire Tao. Originally, their clan territory was a high-temperature sea of fire. But now, this land had been engulfed by an even more powerful sea of fire. Above the scorched earth were raging flames and rivers of flowing magma. Lin Moyu flew down, coming to the former capital of the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. Divine Eagle City had turned into ruins. Only traces of what once was could be found in the scorched earth. Lin Moyu landed in the ruins, coming to a magma lake. There should have been many statues here before, made of red copper, representing the powerful clan members of the Blazing Divine Eagle clan's past. But now, all the red copper had melted, turning this place into a magma lake. Lin Moyu came to the magma lake and then plunged in. The magma was like clear water to him, unable to harm him at all. After more than 10 seconds, the magma lake erupted with waves of fire. Lin Moyu burst out of the magma. When he came out, there was an additional pearl in his hand. This pearl was about half a fist big, neither metal nor jade, emitting a hazy color. Just the fact that it could remain unharmed in the magma was enough to prove its extraordinariness. Jin Mie finally knew what Lin Moyu had gone to do.
So friend Lin discovered a secret space pearl.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Yes, such a good thing naturally shouldn't be wasted.
Jin Mie said,
Although the secret space pearl is good, what the Blazing Divine Eagle clan put into the secret space pearl is obviously better. Friend Lin's observation is meticulous. Jin Mie admires it.
Even he hadn't discovered the existence of the secret space pearl, but Lin Moyu had. Clearly, Lin Moyu's powers of observation had surpassed his. Lin Moyu smiled.
Just good luck.
He put away the secret space pearl. He'd look at it later, no rush. Jin Mie and the others took Lin Moyu towards the Golden Lion clan. Jin Mie waved out a treasure, which transformed into a huge golden male lion. Everyone rode the Golden Lion towards Purple Gold City. The capital of the Golden Lion clan was called Purple Gold City, because in the Golden Lion clan, there was a legend that said their ancestor wasn't entirely golden. Their ancestor had an area on its head that was purple gold in color. Later, due to bloodline degeneration, they became the Golden Lion clan. If their bloodline could return to its peak state, they should be called the Purple Gold Lion clan. So, their capital was called Purple Gold City, containing the hope of every Golden Lion clan member. The hope that their bloodline could return to its former peak, becoming a great existence like their ancestor. Purple Gold City was magnificent. With a diameter exceeding 10,000 li 100-meter-tall lion statues could be seen everywhere in the city. The city was bustling with beasts coming and going. As a royal clan, there were many large and small clans in their jurisdiction. These small clans all depended on the Golden Lion clan. They would regularly come to Purple Gold City to conduct trade, each taking what they needed. Besides this, there were also many traveling merchant beasts and humans. After entering the city, Lin Moyu saw quite a few humans, more than he had seen in Purple Tiger City. The Golden Lion clan had a better temper than the Thunder Light Purple Striped Tiger clan, so more people were willing to come here to do business, making Purple Gold City much more prosperous than Purple Tiger City. Jin Mie introduced Purple Gold City to Lin Moyu, joking,
Mr. Lin, don't you find it strange that Purple Gold City and Purple Tiger City only differ by one word?
Lin Moyu said.
In our human race, there are many cities with the same name. Differing by one word is very normal.
Jin Mie laughed.
That's humans. Our beast race cities won't have the same names. It's said that back then, our clan's ancestor and the Thunder Light Purple Striped Tiger's ancestor were life and death friends. Our clan's ancestor was called Purple Gold Lion, while the Thunder Light Purple Striped Tiger's ancestor was called Purple Thunder Tiger. The two ancestors both established capitals and later both disappeared. It's really puzzling.
Lin Moyu thought of that great battle. The ancestors disappearing together, most likely they had died in battle. Quite a few great Dao realm beings had died back then. Lin Moyu said,
I remember you can try to contact your ancestor through your bloodline.
Jin Mie said,
We've tried long ago. There was no response.
No response most likely meant they were already dead. Jin Mie arranged a not small courtyard for Lin Moyu to rest in. There were many servants in the courtyard, all from various small clans. Although their cultivation wasn't high, they were all obedient and clever. If Lin Moyu needed anything, he could have them take care of it. Now there were still a few days until the ancient battle secret realm opened. No need to rush. There was an artificial lake in the courtyard, full of flowers. The fragrance of flowers wafted through the courtyard, refreshing the mind. These flowers weren't ordinary flowers. They were a kind called green wind lotus. They grew in water and could emit a special fragrance. After smelling it, it could make one's thoughts clear and had some effect in speeding up cultivation. Lin Moyu sat in a pavilion in the center of the lake, taking out the secret space pearl he had obtained from the blazing divine eagle clan. The secret space pearl was made from a special spatial material called secret space gold. Essentially, it was a storage-type treasure because it contained an independent space. There were many spatial materials. General storage treasures would use them, but secret space gold was very rare and extremely expensive. When refining storage treasures, adding just a bit of secret space gold could greatly increase the storage space and also increase its strength. If it was made entirely of secret space gold, it could be refined into a secret space pearl. The internal space would be extremely solid. Even a 9th-level Dao Venerable would find it difficult to destroy. Generally, only some royal clans would have secret space pearls, used to store some extremely valuable things. These things were often the foundations of royal clans. Jin Mie hadn't expected the Blazing Divine Eagle clan to possess a secret space pearl, because even their Golden Lion clan only had one secret space pearl. The secret space pearl had withstood the burning of the 10,000 volcanoes' great formation without being destroyed, finally falling into Lin Moyu's hands. Lin Moyu had discovered this secret space pearl through his keen sensing ability and the Space Dao's perception of space. With the Blazing Divine Eagle clan exterminated, the secret space pearl had become ownerless. Lin Moyu easily activated it with a movement of his soul power. The internal situation of the secret space pearl appeared before Lin Moyu's eyes. There weren't many things inside, but every item was of excellent quality. Whether materials or treasures, they were at least 7th-level Dao Venerable. Lin Moyu saw some ice attribute treasures. Needless to say, these treasures came from the Ice Demon Lizard clan, spoils of war from the Blazing Divine Eagle clan's past. Beast race treasures were different from human race treasures. Even if he brought them back to Yu Dao City, they wouldn't be of much use. But after all, they were high-level treasures. Selling them to the third ancestor could fetch a good price. It counted as one of the gains.
The space in the secret space pearl seems inferior to my storage space.
Lin Moyu felt the space inside the secret space pearl, feeling that the space inside was inferior to his own storage space. After rummaging through everything, besides things that could be sold for money, the only truly useful things were some origin crystals. Until finally, in a corner of the space, Lin Moyu suddenly discovered 2 boxes. The boxes were also made of a special material, with formations inscribed on them.
Formations, interesting. Let me see what's inside.
3092, 3092. Chapter 3092. the not quite dead prehistoric Star Lord. Actually, the most valuable thing in the entire blazing divine eagle clan should be the origin spirit vein underground. But an origin spirit vein isn't something you can just take. At least Lin Moyu currently didn't have the ability to directly take away this 7th grade origin spirit vein. Even if the heaven-devouring rat little 3 came, it would take a lot of time to refine a 7th grade origin spirit vein. Moreover, this origin spirit vein belonged to the northern continent. Destroying the blazing divine eagle clan was one thing, but digging up someone's origin spirit vein was something no one would agree to. No matter how thick-skinned Lin Moyu was, he couldn't do such a thing. So at that time, after getting the secret space pearl, he left very decisively without looking back. He took out 2 boxes from the secret space pearl. Lin Moyu carefully examined them while studying the formations on them.
The material of these boxes is somewhat special. Seems to be some kind of ancient jade, but different from ordinary ancient jade. They should be very old. The formations are also ancient, probably not things from the current era. After obtaining these 2 boxes, the blazing divine eagle clan must have studied them, but they couldn't understand the formations on them. Afraid of damaging the items inside, they couldn't open them. What could be inside?
Lin Moyu judged that the boxes should be from prehistoric times, and the things inside should be very valuable. The formations on the boxes were very complex. Although not strong, if you couldn't find the right method, you couldn't open the boxes. After studying for half a day, Lin Moyu finally analyzed the method to activate the formation. He drew a rune which was very peculiar, different from other runes. The rune itself had no meaning. It was just a key to activate the formation. Lin Moyu controlled the rune to approach the box. Seeming to sense the rune's approach, the formation on the box suddenly flickered with faint light. Then a projection appeared on the box. In a very inconspicuous corner of the projection, there was a gap. Lin Moyu compared and inserted the rune he had drawn into this gap. The formation quickly became complete. The originally static formation suddenly began to operate. Lin Moyu had seen prehistoric formations more than once. He felt that prehistoric formations always had an artistic sense. Unlike today's formations, even when he set up perfect formations, they didn't have this feeling. If forced to compare, prehistoric formations, while fulfilling their functions, were like exquisite works of art. While today's formations, although they could achieve corresponding functions, had lost that artistic sense. Lin Moyu believed that not only he had this feeling, but all formation grandmasters above 7th grade would have it. Crack! After operating for a while, the formation's light faded, and the box opened in response. The tightly closed box revealed a crack, and then a strange aura transmitted from the box. Lin Moyu frowned, his eyes showing slight surprise.
The aura of the Tao.
He carefully opened the box and saw a fragment. The fragment was illusory, constantly changing between illusion and reality, appearing and disappearing. On the fragment, the aura of the Tao emanated. Lin Moyu could judge at a glance that this semi-virtual, semi-real object belonged to the great Tao realm. As for which Tao it was, what this thing actually was, Lin Moyu didn't know. He tried to communicate with his soul, but found it had no effect. He reached out to take it, but before he could touch it, his fingers were repelled by an invisible force. He tried many methods, but couldn't even make contact. Lin Moyu knew his realm was still too weak, not qualified to touch it. Just like the Icefire Tao stone, if he didn't know the correct sealing method, if he didn't have a unique storage space, he similarly couldn't touch it. Things of the great Tao realm weren't something ordinary Tao venerables could touch. Lin Moyu closed this box again and put it into his storage space, then opened the second box. The formation was the same, and the method to open it was the same. As soon as the second box was opened, a powerful force emanated from it. This force also belonged to the great Tao realm, but Lin Moyu was very familiar with it. In the box lay a small flying sword only as long as a finger. The 1,000 stars Tao naturally appeared, resonating with the flying sword in the box.
This is a legacy item of some Star Lord. It's a very powerful Star Lord, more powerful than the Star Lord legacies I obtained before.
In the Thousand Stars Tao, more than 10 stars had already been lit up. These stars all represented a Star Lord legacy. Lin Moyu had established an organization called the Thousand Stars Hall in Yudao City, selecting suitable candidates to release the Star Lord legacies. Because of the existence of the Thousand Stars Tao, all those chosen by the Thousand Stars Hall couldn't possibly betray him. He had absolute power over these Star Lord inheritors, to do as he pleased. Now, he would have one more Star Lord legacy. Lin Moyu took out this small sword and placed it into the Thousand Stars Tao. The Thousand Stars Tao shook continuously, the entire Thousand Stars Tao glowing. A brand new Star Lord star quickly appeared and formed. The star illuminated half of the Thousand Stars Tao, while emitting a powerful aura. In the Thousand Stars Tao, Star Lord legacies were also divided into different levels. And this newly appeared Star Lord star was at the very top. No star was on par with it. It told everyone how strong it was. As the star took its place, just when Lin Moyu thought everything was over, suddenly a sharp sword appeared from the star. Then, Lin Moyu heard a sound similar to a heartbeat. Not a real heartbeat, but the heartbeat of a soul. The heartbeat came from the Thousand Stars Tao, from the Star Lord star that had just taken its place. The undead eye opened, suddenly seeing that within the star, a soul flame was pulsing. Every pulse of the soul flame would transmit a sound similar to a heartbeat.
This Star Lord isn't dead. His soul is recovering.
Lin Moyu suddenly realized that this powerful Star Lord hadn't truly perished. He had always retained a remnant soul, waiting countless years, always waiting to return to the Thousand Stars Tao. Lin Moyu's eyes narrowed, showing a thoughtful expression. Now, he had the ability to help this Star Lord, but should he help? He didn't know the Star Lord's nature. If he helped him, how would he treat Lin Moyu when he recovered? Now Lin Moyu was in control of the Thousand Stars Tao. Lin Moyu knew that the struggle for the Tao was very cruel. If the Star Lord wanted to compete for the position of Tao Master of the Thousand Stars Tao, what would he do to Lin Moyu? Based on this reasoning, he shouldn't save him, and should even destroy this soul, then find someone new to inherit the Star Lord position. But if his guess was wrong, if the Star Lord couldn't compete for the Tao Master position, or even if he would obey Lin Moyu, that would become a rare helper. To have survived from prehistoric times until now, his strength was imaginable. After pondering for a moment, Lin Moyu made a decision. He decided to take a gamble, perhaps gaining a powerful helper. A stream of life force merged into the Thousand Stars Tao, entering the star, helping his soul recover. Then, a spirit flower flew out, blooming to envelop the star. The spirit flower was consumed rapidly, much faster than usual. With the help of the spirit flower, the recovery speed of the soul in the star increased slightly. But whether life force or spirit flower, their level was a bit low, while the soul in the star was too powerful, belonging to the great Tao realm, so the healing effect was average. But Lin Moyu didn't mind. If one wasn't enough, use 10. If 10 weren't enough, use 100. Now he had many spirit flowers. Although he couldn't say they were inexhaustible, he could afford to use 100 or so. 3093. Chapter 3093. Fallen Sword Star Lord. Junk Warehouse. Spirit flowers were used one after another, and life force was also continuously supplied. However, the other party's realm was too high, so the healing effect of spirit flowers and life force was not ideal. For a normal Tao Venerable, even if their soul was about to collapse, a few spirit flowers would heal them. Even for the Thunder Tao cultivator, who suffered damage beyond the Tao Venerable realm due to heavenly punishment, the effect of spirit flowers was significantly reduced. But it wouldn't be like now, where the effect of spirit flowers was so poor, almost non-existent. After using 10 spirit flowers, the other party's soul only recovered a tiny bit. For overall recovery, it could only be considered a drop in the bucket. Moreover, because the spirit flowers were used too many times, some resistance developed. By the 10th spirit flower, the effect was far less than the first. Using hundreds or thousands more probably wouldn't be of much use. Lin Moyu had a bit of a headache. He didn't mind using the spirit flowers, but he was troubled by his inability to heal the other party. At this time, a weak thought suddenly transmitted from the star.
Don't waste your effort. This Star Lord can recover slowly.
Lin Moyu realized that the spirit flowers he had just used weren't completely useless. The other party's consciousness in the remnant soul had actually recovered. But judging from the tone, it was still very weak. Lin Moyu asked,
Which Star Lord are you?
That weak thought transmitted again.
Fallen Sword Star Lord.
This time it was only 4 words, and the thought seemed even weaker than before. Fallen Sword Star Lord. Lin Moyu had never heard this name, nor had he seen it in any information. But he could be sure that this was a very powerful Star Lord, and one who had lived from prehistoric times until now. Lin Moyu said,
My realm is too low, so the healing effect on you isn't good. When my realm is higher in the future, the healing effect might be better.
After a few seconds, Fallen Sword Star Lord's weak thought came again.
Fallen Sword appreciates the Tao Master's kindness. Fallen Sword's injury has affected the root of the soul and needs time. The Tao Master needn't worry too much. Fallen Sword is going to hibernate now, and will speak with the Tao Master when awake.
After saying this, Fallen Sword Star Lord fell into hibernation again, completely silent. Lin Moyu analyzed Fallen Sword Star Lord's words. Although there were only 3 sentences in total, he could analyze quite a bit of information. In Fallen Sword Star Lord's first sentence after waking up, he hadn't yet realized that Lin Moyu had mastered the 1,000 Stars Tao. Although the thought was weak, there was a hint of arrogance in the tone. This was the arrogance possessed by great Tao realm beings, which was normal. The second sentence was nothing special, just stating his identity. The most important was the third sentence. When saying the third sentence, Fallen Sword Star Lord had already understood the current situation, knowing he had returned to the 1,000 Stars Tao. Fallen Sword Star Lord's tone clearly revealed some relaxation, as if knowing he had been rescued. Moreover, Fallen Sword Star Lord began to call Lin Moyu
Tao Master.
And his tone was very natural, obviously treating Lin Moyu as the Tao Master. This could also be analyzed to mean he had no intention of competing for Lin Moyu's position as Tao Master. Lin Moyu murmured to himself,
As the only one who has comprehended the 1,000 Stars Tao, being called Tao Master by a Star Lord seems quite appropriate. I wonder when Fallen Sword Star Lord will truly recover. If he can recover, that would indeed be a great help.
This time, destroying the blazing Divine Eagle clan had unexpectedly led to Fallen Sword Star Lord's return, which was indeed a nice surprise. Lin Moyu also thought of this box. Since Fallen Sword Star Lord could preserve a remnant soul, could there be other powerful Star Lords who left remnant souls? Lin Moyu thought perhaps he could go look for some. Who knows, there might be some gains. The next day, Ji Mie personally came over, saying he wanted to take Lin Moyu to tour Purple Gold City. Lin Moyu didn't refuse. He took out the box containing Fallen Sword Star Lord's legacy item and asked,
Clan leader, have you seen a box like this before?
Clan leader Ji Mie looked at the box and said softly,
I seem to have seen it before. Really?
Lin Moyu's eyes lit up.
Please help me think where you've seen it. Let me think.
With clan leader Ji Mie's realm, if he had seen something, he certainly wouldn't mistake it. It's just that he had lived for many years, and the information in his memory was vast like smoke and clouds. To search for it also required some effort. Ji Mie closed his eyes to search his memory. After a moment, Ji Mie opened his eyes.
I remember now. It was many years ago, when I had just reached the heavenly venerable realm. After tracing my bloodline, I was determined to be a direct descendant, and was assigned an elder from the clan as a protector. The first task I received then was to find something in the clan's warehouse. At that time I didn't understand, so I went to search. It took a month before I finally found that thing.
Lin Moyu found it strange as he listened. What did the matter Ji Mie was talking about have to do with the question he was asking? But Lin Moyu was very patient and continued listening. Clan leader Ji Mie continued.
Actually, the real core of that task was a second test of bloodline. Our bloodline testing isn't just once. That thing would resonate with the bloodline. Only those with truly powerful bloodlines could find it among the countless items in the warehouse. It was in the process of searching for it that I saw similar boxes.
Lin Moyu asked.
This Lin wants this box. I wonder if it's convenient for the clan leader?
Clan leader Jinmye smiled.
What's inconvenient about it? That warehouse is actually our clan's junk warehouse. There's nothing good inside. But after so many years, whether that thing is still there or not is hard to say. The warehouse is on the other side of Purple Gold City. I'll take friend Lin there.
Clan leader Jinmye was very straightforward, saying they'd go right away. As they walked, he explained to Lin Moyu what a junk warehouse was.
Our clan has 2 warehouses, located in 2 corners of Purple Gold City. The 2 warehouses correspond to direct bloodline and collateral bloodline. Every clan member who cultivates to the other shore realm has a chance to enter the warehouse once and choose one thing they like. Then many clan members above Heavenly Venerable Realm, when they go out adventuring and traveling, would throw some useless things they bring back into these 2 warehouses. Over time, things in the warehouses piled up like mountains. Usually no one manages them, so later they came to be called junk warehouses. But in the junk warehouses, it's not that there are absolutely no good things. Whether you can pick something good depends on your eye. When I became a Heavenly Venerable, it was about 80,000 years ago. It's been 80,000 years. I don't know if the thing friend Lin wants is still there.
Over so many years, countless people had entered the warehouses and taken things. No one could guarantee that box hadn't been taken away. Lin Moyu asked.
After your clan members take things, isn't there any record?
In human sects and clans' warehouses, there would be records of who took what. But obviously, this might not apply to beast races. Jinmye lafde artili.
How could there be records? That would be too troublesome. Anyway, they're not good things. If someone takes something, they take it.
Lin Moyu asked.
Then isn't there anyone managing it? What if someone takes several items?
Jinmye said.
It's not that bad. There are still people managing it, but how conscientiously they manage is hard to say. As friend Lin says, occasionally someone taking a few extra items isn't impossible.
Lin Moyu was speechless for a moment. The roughness of the beast races was really displayed to the fullest. 3094, 3094. Chapter 3094. The most satisfying flattery comes from behind. The 2 walked step by step through the vast Purple Gold City, not flying. The streets of Purple Gold City were very wide, some places exceeding 100 meters, allowing some large beast races to pass through. Not all beast races could transform into human form. Those that couldn't could only try to shrink their bodies as much as possible, otherwise it would be difficult to even enter the city. However, as long as a beast race's bloodline was strong enough, they could transform into human form. Whether one could transform into human form had also become one of the standards for measuring bloodlines in beast races. As for why they transformed into human form, it was because human form was the Tao body. Cultivating in human form would speed up cultivation. As for why human form was the Tao body, no one knew. If one wanted to know the answer to this question, perhaps they would have to ask the Tao. Witnessing the comings and goings in Purple Gold City, countless discussions could be heard. 8 out of 10 sentences were about the extermination of the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. The Beast Emperor's appearance and decree had settled the matter. Although most people didn't know what exactly the Blazing Divine Eagle clan had done, that wasn't important. What was important was what the Beast Emperor said. Almost all beast races believed in the Beast Emperor. Whatever the Beast Emperor said must be right. Listening to the discussions, Lin Moyu said softly,
The Beast Emperor's prestige in the northern continent is really high.
Jinmye echoed beside him.
Naturally. The Beast Emperor is an existence we can't reach.
His words also revealed reverence for the Beast Emperor. Lin Moyu smiled.
The Beast Emperor is in the Great Tao Realm. Clan leader Jinmye is actually only 1 step away from the Great Tao Realm.
Jinmye shook his head.
How can that be compared? Not to mention one step, even half a step is the difference between heaven and earth. How difficult it is for a 9th level Dao Venerable to advance to the great Dao realm. To be honest with friend Lin, over the years, our clan has indeed had several ancestors who had the chance to enter the great Dao realm. Unfortunately, they all failed when facing the heavenly tribulation in the end, perishing body and Dao.
Lin Moyu thought of the Thunder Dao cultivator. The Thunder Dao cultivator had also failed facing the heavenly tribulation, barely surviving with remnant soul and body. But the Thunder Dao cultivator hadn't given up. He still had a chance. Lin Moyu said,
If clan leader Jin Mie has free time, you can go find the third ancestor. Perhaps from the third ancestor, clan leader Jin Mie can obtain methods to advance further.
Jin Mie's footsteps paused, his eyes shining brightly.
Is friend Lin referring to the third ancestor of the Lu Feng Trading Company?
At this time, the two had stopped in the center of Purple Gold City. On the wide street, there were many passers-by. Beside them was a huge building with even more people coming and going than on the street. This building was the branch of the Lu Feng Trading Company in Purple Gold City. As a royal clan with Purple Gold City as their capital, the Golden Lion clan naturally had a Lu Feng Trading Company. Similarly, Jin Mie naturally knew the true owner behind the Lu Feng Trading Company. Lin Moyu smiled.
It's him. But clan leader Jin Mie should be mentally prepared. The third ancestor is a merchant. His price won't be low.
Jin Mie laughed artili.
That's natural. Thank you, friend Lin, for providing this information.
Lin Moyu said,
Clan leader Jin Mie needn't be so polite. I think it won't be long before the third ancestor actively releases this information. He's a merchant after all, and a merchant's essence is to make money.
Jin Mie said,
It's always good to know a bit earlier. When everyone knows and goes to find the third ancestor, the price might not be the same as now.
Getting this information from Lin Moyu put Jin Mie in an excellent mood, and his attitude towards Lin Moyu became even more polite. At this moment, Jin Mie truly felt that Lin Moyu was a good person, worth befriending. Plus, the Beast Emperor's attitude towards Lin Moyu made Jin Mie feel even more that Lin Moyu was an extremely special person who shouldn't be made an enemy of. The two continued walking, reaching the southeast corner of Purple Gold City. The two junk warehouses were located in the southeast and northeast corners respectively. The southeast corner was the junk warehouse for direct descendants, while the northeast corner was for collateral descendants. In beast races, the distinction between direct and collateral descendants was very clear. This distinction would only fade after becoming a 7th level ancestor. In the Golden Lion clan, there was once a collateral descendant who cultivated to 9th level Dao Venerable, becoming the great clan elder of that era. He advanced his bloodline to the extreme, causing the bloodline of his branch of collateral descendants to resonate and evolve. In the end, they advanced from collateral to direct descendants. In the end, whether one was a direct or collateral descendant still depended on bloodline standards. 2 Golden Lion clan direct descendants guarded the warehouse door. They were both heavenly venerable realm. Although their realm was ordinary, it was enough for guarding the door. Seeing Jin Mie, both knelt on one knee, paying great respect to Jin Mie. Jin Mie came to the warehouse door and pushed with his hand. With the sound of metal friction, the warehouse door slowly opened. A chaotic aura surged out from the warehouse, extremely mixed, showing that the things inside the warehouse were equally chaotic. Not everyone had keen spiritual perception like Lin Moyu. Most people couldn't sense this complex aura, often only feeling a gust of wind blowing past. Then nothing. Jin Mie pushed open the door.
Friend Lin, please enter.
Lin Moyu entered with a smile, and Jin Mie followed closely behind into the warehouse. After they entered, the warehouse door slowly closed again, making a rumbling sound. At this time, the 2 heavenly venerable guards stood up dazedly. The two discussed in low voices.
Who is that? Why would the clan leader bring a human into the warehouse? Yeah, a human entering our warehouse, it's really strange. Although it's just a junk warehouse, it's still our warehouse. It's really strange. But the clan leader must have his reasons. It's not for us to manage. Don't say anything about this to others, don't talk too much. Don't worry, I won't talk too much. Whatever the clan leader does must be right.
They didn't know that their discussion had already passed through the door into Lin Moyu and Jean Mie's ears. Lin Moyu chuckled.
It seems clan leader Jean Mie has high prestige in the clan.
Jean Mie smiled.
We beast races think simply, without twists and turns. We say what we think.
Although they were just two little guards, this flattery made him very pleased. This kind of flattery from behind had a strange sense of satisfaction. Lin Moyu looked around the warehouse. Truly lived up to its name, piles of junk. It's not that they were junk, actually they were all decent materials and treasures. These materials and treasures were basically from the Divine Venerable, Other Shore, and Supreme Venerable realms. Divine Venerable realm items were the most numerous, Other Shore realm items were also plentiful, Supreme Venerable realm items were very few. As for Heavenly Venerable realm items, they weren't non-existent, just even rarer, needing to be sifted out. Among them, materials were the main items, with fewer treasures. A large number of treasure materials were mixed together, piled into several small mountains. Jean Mie said,
I haven't come in for so many years. It's even messier here than before.
Lin Moyu smiled.
This shows that your clan members have had quite a lot of gains outside.
Jean Mie said,
What use are gains if they're just junk? I heard that now those little Other Shore realm fellows don't even bother coming here anymore. They'd rather spend money to buy a suitable treasure at the Lu Feng Trading Company than come here to rummage.
Lin Moyu naturally understood. After rummaging here for half a day, one could probably only get a low-value Divine Venerable realm material or treasure. It was better to just buy one. It wasn't expensive anyway, and saved effort. Suddenly, Lin Moyu saw some treasures and walked straight over. 3095. Chapter 3095. Could there have been other wars in prehistoric times? In the junk warehouse, materials and treasures were piled into several small mountains, with no distinction between them. Finding a suitable treasure from among them was extremely difficult. Lin Moyu came to the edge of a small mountain and picked up a battle blade. Judging from the aura of the battle blade, it should be an Other Shore realm treasure. In the junk warehouse, Other Shore realm treasures weren't actually that numerous. Jean Mie also came over.
This is an Other Shore realm treasure.
With his eye, he could naturally recognize the strength of treasures at a glance. He believed Lin Moyu could certainly recognize it too. Other Shore realm items, let alone Dao Venerables, even Supreme Venerables wouldn't bother to look at them. But Lin Moyu was now holding the battle blade, examining it carefully. From his expression, he seemed somewhat serious. Jean Mie also became suspicious, thinking to himself,
Could this treasure have something special about it?
After looking for a while, Lin Moyu suddenly walked a few steps to another small mountain and picked up another battle blade. Holding the two battle blades in his hands, comparing them, they were identical. Jean Mie also let out a light exclamation.
How are these two treasures exactly the same?
Identical treasures weren't non-existent, but they were quite rare. Normally, even the same artifact refiner would find it difficult to refine completely identical treasures. At most, they would be extremely similar in appearance, but there would always be some differences. But the two battle blades Lin Moyu was holding were truly identical. Not just in appearance and patterns, but most crucially, their auras were completely the same. Lin Moyu didn't speak. He began to refine the battle blade. Whether they were the same could only be truly known after refining. The refinement process was very smooth, almost completed instantly. Lin Moyu felt it was a bit strange.
With my realm, refining an Other Shore realm treasure isn't difficult, but it shouldn't be completed instantly. It should at least take a second or two. Moreover, this battle blade, apart from being sufficiently sharp and sturdy, only has one ability.
After refining, Lin Moyu already knew all the functions of the battle blade. The battle blade only had one special ability, which was to amplify strength, increasing it by about 30%. It wasn't too much or too little, with an upper limit below the Supreme Venerable realm, having no amplification effect on Supreme Venerables. Then Lin Moyu refined the other battle blade. When Lin Moyu's soul power touched the second battle blade, it suddenly hummed and repelled Lin Moyu's soul power. It refused to be refined. And when it refused refinement, the battle blade that had already been refined also made a light sound, starting to vibrate. Not only that, the entire warehouse began to shake. The several small mountains of materials and treasures all began to hum.
Jimmy exclaimed in surprise.
What's going on?
The corners of Lin Moyu's mouth raised slightly. He already roughly knew what was happening.
This is treasure resonance. For identical treasures, each person can only refine one.
As he spoke, Lin Moyu waved his hand. The several small mountains in the junk warehouse were suddenly scattered. The materials and treasures piled in the mountains were all shaken into the air. Then space rippled, and all these materials and treasures froze in mid-air, motionless. Millions of treasure materials were suspended in mid-air. Lin Moyu's gaze swept over them, and he reached out. In an instant, several treasures flew in front of Lin Moyu. Jin Mie showed a surprised expression.
So many!
In front of Lin Moyu, 8 battle blades were suspended, identical to the previous battle blades, all other shore realm. These 8 battle blades were all vibrating slightly, emitting a humming sound. Lin Moyu smiled.
Not just these.
He waved his hand again, and 3 more battle blades flew over. Then Lin Moyu waved his hand to summon another battle blade. Just looking at the appearance, this battle blade was still very similar to the previous ones, just with slightly more intricate patterns. However, the edge of this battle blade was damaged, and the treasure was in a damaged state.
Friend Lin, what's going on?
Jin Mie found it stranger the more he looked. With his mind, he couldn't figure out what was happening. The treasures weren't strong, but identical treasures were very rare. Lin Moyu said,
These battle blades should have the same origin, and each person can only refine one. They can't refine a second one.
Jin Mie said,
How strange.
He took a battle blade and refined it directly. The refinement process was extremely smooth, completed in the blink of an eye. When he tried to refine a second one, all the battle blades of the same realm immediately began to vibrate. His soul power was repelled, refusing refinement. Jin Mie didn't try to forcibly refine it.
Why is it like this?
Lin Moyu said,
As far as I know, only in armies would there be such treasures. Armies mass-produce treasures, restricting treasures of the same realm. Each person can only refine one treasure of the same type and realm. Moreover, they can't refine others' treasures, and these battle blades can't be stored inside the body. They can only be carried on the person.
As he spoke, Lin Moyu threw the battle blade he had refined to Jin Mie, letting him try to refine it. Jin Mie first removed the one he had already refined, then tried to refine the battle blade Lin Moyu had sent over. He found it indeed didn't work. Jin Mie murmured.
According to what friend Lin says, doing this prevents stealing others' treasures.
Lin Moyu said,
That's right. And battle blades of different realms represent different military ranks. Other shore realms should be the battle blades of ordinary soldiers. From this, we can deduce that among the places where your clan's descendants go to train, there must be one where a large army has fought a battle. And apart from Dragon Coil Island, there have been no beast races that have assembled large armies in the northern continent. So it can be deduced that this army comes from prehistoric times, like the ancient battle secret realm. Moreover, these battle blades all exude an ancient aura. They are very old. From this Lin boldly speculates that the place where these battle blades were found, if not the ancient battle secret realm, must be another ancient battlefield.
Jin Mie immediately became excited.
Friend Lin, is what you're saying true?
Lin Moyu said,
It's just a guess. We'll need to verify it to know for sure.
The ancient battle secret realm is currently the only known ancient battlefield in the northern continent. But the current discovery led Lin Moyu to speculate that apart from the ancient battle secret realm, there was another ancient battlefield. Ancient battlefields are very valuable, especially in the eyes of top Dao venerables like Jin Mie. Each ancient battlefield has immeasurable value. Ancient battlefields are prehistoric battlefields. Perhaps in ancient battlefields, one could find some information about advancing to the Great Dao Realm. This is why every time the ancient battle's secret realm opens, countless top Dao venerables flock there, all to seek methods to break through the Dao venerable realm. Unfortunately, after so many years, they haven't been able to find any. Hearing of a new ancient battlefield, Jin Mie's eyes lit up with a strange light, eager to go there immediately. At this moment, Lin Moyu's gaze was thoughtful. He was pondering another matter in his heart. Lin Moyu wondered if the prehistoric ancient battlefield might be related to the outer gods. But the other shore realm battle blades seen now, no matter what, couldn't be linked to the outer gods. Outer gods were great Dao realm beings. Even their divine pets were 8th or 9th level Dao venerables. Other shore realm was far inferior to Dao venerable. Even millions of other shore realm beings couldn't defeat one Dao venerable. This was precisely what puzzled Lin Moyu. Unless that ancient battlefield had nothing to do with the outer gods.
Apart from the outer gods, could there have been other wars in prehistoric times?
Lin Moyu also became interested in the ancient battlefield, seeming to have discovered some interesting things. 3096. Chapter 3096. To know both what it is and why it is. Lin Moyu and Jin Mie had different focuses. Jin Mie wanted to find the path to the Great Dao Realm through the ancient battlefield. Now, although he was instinctively excited thinking about it again, he could actually obtain corresponding methods through the third ancestor, so the ancient battlefield didn't seem so important anymore. Moreover, the ancient battlefield only had a probability, while with the third ancestor, as long as the price was right, it was 100% certain to obtain. Comparatively, the third ancestor was a bit more reliable. Besides this, Jin Mie also had his own thoughts. The third ancestor was human. His methods might not be suitable for himself. If he could find corresponding methods in the northern continent's ancient battlefield, that would naturally be better. At least the two methods could be compared and verified against each other. As for Lin Moyu, he was more interested in tracing the prehistoric remnants in the ancient battlefield, seeking what exactly happened back then, searching for the origin of the origin continent. He believed more that to advance to become a true powerhouse and reach the highest realm, one needed to understand the origin of the origin continent. Only by understanding the origin, analyzing it clearly, truly knowing both what it is and why it is, could one step into the true highest realm. The two had different goals, but their destination was the same. Jin Mie said,
After I go out, I'll have someone investigate where these battle blades came from.
Lin Moyu smiled.
The warehouse has no inventory records. How will you investigate this?
Jin Mie was stunned for a moment, not knowing what to do. It was only now that he realized how important inventory and outgoing records were. He rubbed his head.
Friend Lin, please help me think of a way.
Lin Moyu said,
It's actually very simple. You can issue a reward. Hang these blades on the city walls, and let those who obtain them come forward themselves. Of course, you should also set a restriction. If someone talks nonsense, they'll be punished, and the punishment should be severe. If they tell the truth, there will be a big reward.
Jin Mie slapped his forehead.
Good idea. Such a simple method, why didn't I think of it?
Lin Moyu smiled.
You just didn't think about it. With your wisdom, you would have thought of it quickly even if I didn't say it.
Jin Mie chuckled, accepting this flattery. At this time, Lin Moyu lightly waved his hand, and a box automatically flew into his hand. This box was identical to the one obtained from the secret space pearl in the Blazing Divine Eagle clan. The only difference was that this box was dusty, and its surface had been damaged. From Lin Moyu's observation, the box seemed to have gone through a struggle. There were several marks of attack on it. However, the attacker's power wasn't strong. There were only slight traces without real damage. This box was very sturdy. Below Dao Venerable, it was impossible to damage the box. At most, only some negligible traces could be left. Lin Moyu's soul power moved, activating the formation on the box. The formation operated, and the box radiated colorful light. After just a few seconds, the box was as good as new. Lin Moyu took out the empty box that had contained the fallen Sword Star Lord.
Trouble Clan leader to add this to the reward. If someone can provide clues about this box, or directly provide the box, I, Lin Moyu, will also have a big reward. But if someone gives false information, there will also be severe punishment.
Jin Mie was very clear about Lin Moyu's methods. He immediately said,
Rest assured, leave this matter to me. Both rewards and punishments will be from us. Friend doesn't need to worry about it. If someone can produce the box, it will belong to friend Lin.
Jin Mie wouldn't miss such a good opportunity. He immediately took on everything, getting on good terms with Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu didn't stand on ceremony.
Then I won't be polite.
Jin Mie waved his hand.
Such a small matter, what's there to be polite about?
Lin Moyu's will moved, and all the floating materials and treasures fell down, turning back into several small mountains.
Trouble Clan leader to take this Lin to look at the other junk warehouse. There might be some discoveries there too.
Clan leader Jin Mie immediately said,
Good, no problem.
The two immediately went to the junk warehouse owned by collateral clan members. The materials and treasures inside were clearly a level lower. 2 more similar Other Shore Realm battle blades were found, but no box was discovered. Half a day later, 4 battle blades suddenly appeared in the sky above Purple Gold City. The 4 battle blades were positioned at the 4 corners of Purple Gold City, suspended 100 meters in the air, shining brightly. Then Jin Mie's voice resounded throughout the city. As for what the reward or punishment would be, Jin Mie didn't specify. But the Golden Lion clan members all knew that whether reward or punishment, it wouldn't be light. With the battle blades floating in the air, an exquisite box also appeared in the sky above the center of the city. Jin Mie's voice sounded again.
Whoever can provide clues about this box, or directly provide this box, there will be a big reward.
The same words Jin Mie said again. Following his order, the Golden Lion clan members in Purple Gold City immediately sprang into action. Many Golden Lion clan members went to look at the battle blades, then searched their memories. Some also went to look at the treasure box, constantly searching for related information in their memories. If they could find any clues, they could get a big reward. Who wouldn't want to do such a good thing? Lin Moyu returned to his courtyard and took out the newly obtained treasure box. This treasure box was identical to the one obtained before, just with slight differences in the formation on it. After studying for a moment, Lin Moyu found the method to open it. He drew a special rune, activated the formation on the box, and merged the rune into it. With a light sound, the box opened. A powerful aura flowed out from the box. An exquisite fragment lay quietly inside.
Another Great Tao Realm fragment. What kind of fragment is it?
About the same size as the fragment in the first box, Lin Moyu could discern that it came from the Great Tao Realm, but couldn't analyze what it was. After looking for a few moments, Lin Moyu closed the box again and put it away.
It seems that in prehistoric times, this kind of box was used to store valuable items. At least Great Tao Realm items. Only Great Tao Realm items can ignore the effects of time, remaining imperishable for billions of years. But even without contents, just the box itself is quite valuable.
Lin Moyu could sense that the material of this box contained traces of the Time Tao, could make items inside past years like days. It was perfect for storing pills below the Great Tao Realm. This way, there was no need to worry about pills losing effectiveness after too long. Lin Moyu took out a set of tea utensils and leisurely brewed and drank tea. As for the matter of finding the battle blades and treasure box, Jin Mie was handling it. He didn't need to worry about it. In a few more days, the ancient battle secret realm would open. Then he could go see the northern continent's ancient battlefield. On the 3rd day after Lin Moyu arrived in Purple Gold City, the day after the reward was issued, someone came to Lin Moyu's courtyard. Seeing the visitor, Lin Moyu smiled.
So it's Great Elder Jin Lan. What brings you here?
Jin Lan revealed a brilliant smile.
I smelled tea fragrance and came to beg a cup of tea.
Lin Moyu gestured.
Then please sit. Let's see how you find this Lin's tea.
3097. Chapter 3097. The poorest ninth level Dao Venerable Star Lord's Return. Jinlan tasted the tea brewed by Lin Moyu. After one sip, her eyes immediately lit up.
Good tea.
Lin Moyu's tea came from the third ancestor. It was truly top-tier good tea. Although not the absolute best, it could rank among the top few in the origin continent. Lin Moyu smiled.
Since you like it, great elders should enjoy more.
Jinlan didn't stand on ceremony.
Friend Lin's tea can't be found in our beast race. Naturally, I must taste more.
Although Jinlan was female, her words and demeanor carried a heroic spirit. Her long-standing high position also gave her a noble aura. Lin Moyu smiled.
With great elder status, if you want to drink good tea, surely you can get it?
Jinlan said.
If I really wanted to drink it, I could indeed get it, but it's too troublesome. I hate trouble.
Lin Moyu smiled.
What's troublesome about it? Just tell the Lu Feng Trading Company to deliver it, wouldn't that be fine?
Jinlan shook her head.
You don't know how ridiculous the prices of those good teas are in the Lu Feng Trading Company.
So it wasn't about trouble, but about price. However, for a top 9th level Dao Venerable powerhouse to be troubled by price was indeed a bit ridiculous. Jinlan looked at Lin Moyu's expression.
You must be thinking, how can I, a 9th level Dao Venerable, be concerned about price?
Lin Moyu nodded.
That's right. With your status and position, as long as you ask, or just go somewhere to get some materials, it would be enough to buy a lot of top quality tea.
Jinlan sighed.
Some things are hard to explain. Anyway, I have my difficulties.
Lin Moyu smiled.
If Great Elder doesn't mind, you can tell me about it.
Jinlan said.
Actually, this isn't a secret. Many people know. When I was advancing to 9th level Dao Venerable, something went wrong and I injured my foundation. Although I successfully advanced to 9th level Dao Venerable, this injury has never fully healed. I need to take medicine long-term to suppress it.
Lin Moyu understood.
This medicine, it's not cheap, is it?
Jinlan nodded.
Very expensive. Almost all my wealth is used to buy this medicine.
Medicine that could suppress a 9th level Dao Venerable's injury must be at least 7th level Dao Venerable pills. Whether materials, treasures, or pills, once they reach 7th level Dao Venerable, their prices are never low. If it's 8th or 9th level Dao Venerable, the price is even more terrifying. Like the top grade pill among 9th level Dao Venerable pills, the Great Dao Longevity pill, its price is incredibly shocking. Even the third ancestor would feel the pain. There's also the Great Dao Indestructible pill. Although cheaper than the Great Dao Longevity pill, it's still frighteningly expensive. Lin Moyu looked at Jinlan.
What you're taking, it's not the Great Dao Longevity pill, is it?
Jinlan's eyes suddenly shot out golden light.
Friend Lin knows about the Great Dao Longevity pill?
Lin Moyu said.
Of course I know. It's a top-grade healing pill. Can't the Great Dao Longevity pill cure your injury?
Jinlan sighed.
It can only suppress, not cure. I need to take one Great Dao Longevity pill every 10 years.
Given the value of the Great Dao Longevity pill, taking one every 10 years was indeed a considerable expense. Even for a 9th level Dao Venerable like Jinlan, it was a huge pressure. Jinlan couldn't transfer this pressure to the clan. The clan could only provide partial assistance. The bulk still had to be resolved by herself. No wonder she said she was poor and couldn't afford tea. She could be called the poorest 9th level Dao Venerable. Lin Moyu said.
Great Elder Jinlan, you can now state your real purpose.
Jinlan was slightly stunned.
How did friend Lin know I had other business?
Lin Moyu chuckled.
It's not hard to guess.
Jinlan flipped her palm, producing an exquisite box.
Is this the box friend Lin is looking for?
Lin Moyu smiled.
That's right.
Jinlan said.
Then can friend Lin guess why I didn't give the treasure box to the clan, but came directly to give it to friend Lin?
Lin Moyu smiled.
No need to guess that. If you give the treasure box to the clan would have to give a big reward. But you've already received a lot from the clan over the years. You don't want to add more pressure to the clan, and moving money from the left hand to the right hand is meaningless. So you might as well come find me, give the box to me directly. Even if I have nothing to exchange, at least I can owe you a favor.
Yin Lang smiled.
Friend Lin is indeed clever.
Lin Moyu said.
Clan leader Jin probably doesn't know about this. If he knew, he definitely wouldn't agree. That's right. Please help me keep this secret, friend Lin.
Lin Moyu reached out to take the box.
Certainly.
Putting away the box, Lin Moyu took out a spirit flower and presented it to Jin Lan. Seeing the spirit flower, Jin Lan showed a strange expression.
Friend Lin, this flower.
She could see the spirit flower was extraordinary, but didn't know what use it had. Lin Moyu said,
Great Elder Jin Lan will know when you use it.
Jin Lan took the spirit flower. Her soul power moved slightly, activating it. The spirit flower quickly grew, then bloomed. A gentle aura emanated from the flower, enveloping Jin Lan. Jin Lan immediately felt an indescribable comfort from her soul. At this moment, she knew the use of the spirit flower. Without any resistance, she let the spirit flower envelop her. Lin Moyu drank tea while opening the newly obtained box. Having opened 3 boxes, Lin Moyu was already familiar with the process. The formation in the box operated. With a light sound, the box opened. The aura of the Great Tao realm emanated. This time, the box didn't contain a fragment, but a round jade stone. The jade stone displayed myriad colors, very beautiful. As the jade stone appeared, the Thousand Stars Tao naturally manifested again. Not just the Thousand Stars Tao, other Taos also showed some stirring, though not as strongly as the Thousand Stars Tao.
Strange, could this also be a Star-Lord legacy item?
Although Lin Moyu couldn't understand, he still threw the jade stone to the Thousand Stars Tao. In an instant, the world before his eyes changed. He seemed to enter starry space. Lin Moyu found himself standing on a Tao. Around him was pitch-black starry space. Then, a point of light appeared in the black starry space. Then more and more lights. Lin Moyu then realized these lights were stars. In the surrounding black starry space, countless stars were hidden. Now, some stars began to revive due to some special power, and this special power came from that peculiar jade stone earlier. The light of the stars grew from weak to strong, until entire stars were lit up. Then the stars turned into meteors, flying into the Thousand Stars Tao.
Star-Lord returns.
A realization arose from the bottom of Lin Moyu's heart.
This is the return of Star-Lords. The Star-Lords of the past not only left legacies on the origin continent, but also had many stars dormant in deep space. Without Star-Lords, the Thousand Stars Tao was incomplete, the Tao was damaged. Now with Star-Lords returning, the Tao begins to truly repair. This peculiar jade stone has the effect of repairing the Tao.
He watched as star after star went from dim to bright, finally returning to the Thousand Stars Tao.
Fire Star-Lord, Twilight Star-Lord, Earth-splitting Star-Lord.
Star-Lord after Star-Lord kept returning, the power of the Thousand Stars Tao gradually increasing. At this moment, Lin Moyu truly felt like he was becoming the Tao Master. These Star-Lord legacies would all become his foundation. When he becomes the Tao Master in the future, these Star-Lords will be his subordinates. Besides the undead army, he will also be able to have an army composed of Star-Lords. 3098. Chapter 3098. The Dangerous Ancient Battle Secret Realm. In total, 18 stars revived, representing 18 Star-Lord legacies returning to the Thousand Stars Tao. The more Star-Lord legacies returned, the more the Thousand Stars Tao recovered. Such a small jade stone having such a miraculous effect completely exceeded Lin Moyu's expectations. Previously, Lin Moyu had been using soul power to revive stars, and several stars had already revived, but the process was extremely slow. Although Lin Moyu's soul power was inexhaustible, constantly replenishing, he couldn't use it recklessly in large amounts. He had to maintain a certain speed. Now a small jade stone equaled 100 years of his effort. It had to be said, this was truly a good thing. When no more stars lit up, Lin Moyu's consciousness returned from the thousand stars Tao to reality. By now, the jade stone in his hand had turned to powder. Its power was completely exhausted, finally dissipating into the air with a gentle breeze. The exquisite box was now empty. Lin Moyu increasingly wanted to find more such boxes, perhaps finding more good things. In prehistoric times, there were many good things. It was just unknown how many could be preserved until now. At this time, Jean Lan was still enveloped by the spirit flower. The spirit flower was gradually dissipating, and as it dissipated, Jean Lan's injuries were recovering. The spirit flower wasn't very effective for great Tao realm beings, but for Tao venerables it was a miraculous item. Even for a 9th level Tao venerable powerhouse like Jean Lan, if one spirit flower wasn't enough, another could be used. Lin Moyu leisurely drank tea, patiently waiting. A moment later, the spirit flower completely disappeared from view. Jean Lan slowly opened her eyes, 2 beams of golden light shooting from them straight to the sky. The pavilion roof was swept by the golden light, directly turning to ash. Enormous power unconsciously surged from her body. The entire courtyard shook and rumbled. Water in the artificial lake surged to the sky. The stone bridge and corridor over the lake collapsed in the shaking. In an instant, the originally beautiful courtyard almost became ruins. The light of the sun's origin directly shone down. Lin Moyu felt warmth and also some helplessness.
What a pity, just one courtyard.
Fully recovered, Jean Lan retracted her aura. She showed no reaction to the destruction she caused. Such things were trivial. Her gaze filled with joy. She suddenly stood up and bowed to Lin Moyu.
Thank you, friend Lin. Jean Lan will remember this kindness. In the future, if friend Lin has any need, please don't hesitate to ask. Jean Lan will not refuse.
Lin Moyu sat without moving, graciously accepting Jean Lan's great bow. He deserved this courtesy.
Great Elder Jean Lan, how is your injury now?
Jean Lan said,
It's 90% healed. In the future, I should only need to take a Great Tao longevity pill once every 100 years.
She was 9th level Tao venerable. One spirit flower couldn't completely heal her injury. However, changing from taking medicine once every 10 years to once every 100 years was already a huge improvement. This way, the pressure on Jean Lan was greatly reduced. At least she no longer had to be the poorest 9th level Tao venerable. Suddenly, she froze in place, staring blankly at Lin Moyu. Another spirit flower appeared in Lin Moyu's hand, then flew towards her. Lin Moyu's voice sounded at the same time.
Another one, and Great Elder Jean Lan should be fully healed.
Jean Lan's body trembled slightly. Her voice also trembled with excitement.
Friend Lin, this flower is too precious.
She knew very well that the spirit flower was much more valuable than the Great Tao longevity pill. Lin Moyu said,
Indeed, it's quite precious, but being able to heal Great Elder Jean Lan's injury is putting it to good use. Great Elder Jean Lan needn't stand on ceremony. Heal your injury first. I have something to trouble you with later.
Jean Lan took the spirit flower, forcibly suppressing her inner excitement.
Mr. Lin, whatever you need, please say it. Jean Lan wouldn't dare refuse.
Her form of address for Lin Moyu changed from
Friend Lin
to
Mr. Lin.
From this moment, she had completely acknowledged Lin Moyu. Most beast race people didn't have many twists and turns. From a single form of address, one could discern what position someone held in their hearts. Not everyone could be called
Mr.
Especially not an outsider like Lin Moyu. The spirit flower grew again, enveloping Jean Lan. This time, the spirit flower's healing speed was much faster than before. The previous spirit flower had already healed the main part. Now the second spirit flower was finishing up. In just 10 minutes, the spirit flower dissipated. and Jean Lan's injuries were completely healed. Jean Lan bowed deeply to Lin Moyu again.
Thank you, sir.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Great Elder Jean Lan is too polite. Now it's my turn to trouble you.
Jean Lan said.
Please instruct me.
Lin Moyu said.
The first thing is, can Great Elder Jean Lan tell me where you obtained this box?
Jean Lan answered without hesitation.
The ancient battle secret realm.
Lin Moyu said.
Can you tell me more specifically?
Jean Lan's eyes showed recollection as she recounted the situation at that time.
At that time, I had just broken through to 7th level ancestor. The ancient battle's secret realm happened to open, so I went in.
From her description, Lin Moyu learned about the whole process and gained a new understanding of the ancient battle secret realm. The ancient battle secret realm was a group of secret realms. How many secret realms there were inside was unknown. It was said that the reason for this was that too many powerful beings had died in this ancient battlefield. After many powerful beings died, their power hadn't completely dissipated. Their bodies didn't decay, and finally formed one secret realm after another. Because everyone cultivated different techniques, had different power levels, and different personalities and consciousness when alive, the secret realms formed were also completely different. The secret realm Jean Lan entered was a simple war secret realm. There were no mysteries. She defeated a 100-man army in the secret realm, and finally obtained this treasure box from the army's headquarters. The 100-man army she faced at that time was led by a 7th-level ancestor. The remaining soldiers were all 5th-level Dao Venerable powerhouses, but they still couldn't stop her. Later, Jean Lan entered the ancient battle secret realm several more times, but those times, she didn't gain much. From Jean Lan's words, Lin Moyu learned that the ancient battle secret realm was also divided into levels, split into 4 areas. The entry area corresponded to below Dao Venerable. The low-level area corresponded to 1st to 3rd level Dao Venerable, the mid-level area to 4th to 6th level, and the high-level area to 7th level and above. Upon first entering the ancient battle secret realm, one would be teleported to the area corresponding to their cultivation realm based on their different cultivation levels. Entrants could move within their own area. If they wanted to go to a higher level area, they needed to find the correct path and pass some tests. The location of the ancient battle secret realm was an ancient battlefield. Besides having many secret realms, there were also many strange creatures. These creatures had a unified name called battle beasts. Battle beasts should have originally been spirit beasts. On the ancient battlefield, influenced by the battlefield's resentment and powerful beings' energy, they evolved into battle beasts. Battle beasts were stronger than spirit beasts of the same level, and often appeared in groups not easy to deal with. Besides this, on the outskirts of the ancient battle secret realm, one might sometimes encounter armies. The ancient battle secret realm wasn't unchanging. Sometimes secret realms would shatter, and the battle beasts and armies inside would rush out. Sometimes even when secret realms didn't shatter, the beings inside would still rush out. So the entire ancient battle secret realm was full of uncertainty. Each time it opened, at least 30 to 40% of the people who went in would die inside. The death rate wasn't low. The most disastrous time was when an army led by a 7th-level Dao Venerable rushed out of a secret realm and killed their way into the mid-level area. That time, over 70% of the Dao Venerables in the mid-level area died. 3099. Chapter 3099. Too many people will be surrounded. It was very dangerous, with an extremely high casualty rate, but every time the ancient battle secret realm opened, countless people still fought to get in. Even people from other races tried every means to obtain spots. The reason was that there were too many treasures in the ancient battle secret realm, always yielding surprising gains. And these gains often exceeded one's own realm. For example, in the entry area below Dao Venerable realm, a heavenly venerable once obtained a 4th-level Dao Venerable treasure, becoming rich overnight. There were also 3rd-level Dao Venerables who obtained 7th-level Dao Venerable materials. There were also some powerful secret technique legacies and so on. Such things happened too many times to count. After hearing Jean Lan's account, Lin Moyu gained a deeper understanding of the ancient battle secret realm. Lin Moyu said.
Thank you for telling me, Great Elder Jean Lan.
Jean Lan was in an excellent mood. Her old injury was healed, and she was extremely grateful to Lin Moyu. She quickly said,
Sir, you're too polite. You can just call me Jean Lan. No need to be so formal.
Lin Moyu said.
Then now I'll trouble Elder Jean. The second thing, help me change to another courtyard. This one can't be used anymore.
The entire courtyard had collapsed, almost becoming ruins. Even the pavilion they were sitting in would have collapsed long ago if Lin Moyu wasn't maintaining it with his own power. Jean Lan smiled embarrassedly.
I was too excited earlier and lost control for a moment. I'll change your courtyard for Sir right away. Does Sir have any other instructions? Please feel free to say.
Lin Moyu said.
Nothing for now. If I need anything, I'll find you again.
Jean Lan took out a golden token.
This is my token. Please keep it, sir. If you need anything, contact me directly through the token.
The token was inscribed with formations and had communication functions, but the distance was limited. Generally, it was useless beyond 100,000 li. Beast races generally didn't rely on such tokens for communication, unlike humans. Lin Moyu put away the token.
Then thank you, friend Jean Lan.
Jean Lan had people arrange a new courtyard, more exquisite than the previous one. Lin Moyu stayed in Purple Gold City for 3 days, a rare time of rest. During these 3 days, Lin Moyu didn't go anywhere. He sat in the courtyard, enjoying the scenery while leisurely drinking tea. The days looked leisurely, but Lin Moyu wasn't really idle. He was studying formations. The 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation gave him an inspiration. Formations didn't necessarily have to be perfect. Sometimes they could be imperfect. Imperfect formations could sometimes accomplish some things. For example, collecting resentment. The collected resentment could be supplied to the Buddhist Lich's Eternal Buddhist Nation, or to the Skeleton Hell, or even to refine some evil treasures. This flaw of the 10,000 volcanoes Great Formation could also be used in other formations. The formation Tao was equally vast and boundless, requiring years of comprehension to gain insights. While researching formations, Lin Moyu also didn't forget to condense Tao patterns. Condensing Tao patterns wasn't difficult for him. The process was very smooth, not even occupying much of his attention. The only trouble was time. Although the condensation process wasn't laborious, the time required still couldn't be avoided. This was the path set by the Tao for all cultivators. It was the same for everyone. The more Tao patterns, the more time needed. It was precisely this that made many genius cultivators unable to endure the increasingly long time in the end, unable to bear those clearly less talented than themselves surpassing them in realm. So this was also the Tao's test of cultivators' Tao hearts. To maintain the status of a genius, one must constantly seek opportunities and use them to compensate. Just sitting at home cultivating, it was ultimately difficult to attain the Tao. Now in Lin Moyu's soul, there were 54 Tao patterns shining brightly. If placed in prehistoric times, the number of Lin Moyu's Tao patterns would have already surpassed many 9th-level Tao venerable powerhouses. The astonishing number of Tao patterns also gave Lin Moyu an unimaginably long time. Currently, he needed 200 years to condense one Tao pattern. To condense another 18 Tao patterns to advance to 4th-level Tao venerable would take him a full 3,600 years. For others, 3,600 years to advance one realm might not be considered slow. But for Lin Moyu, it was too slow. From when he started cultivating until now, it had only been just over 3,000 years. Moreover, condensing Tao patterns would become slower and slower. Perhaps the next realm would take 5,000 years, then 10,000 years, 20,000 years. Lin Moyu naturally didn't want to cultivate so slowly, so he needed to seek various opportunities to speed up his cultivation. 3 days later, Jean Lan came to the courtyard again. This time when seeing Jean Lan, her spirit was completely different from before. Her face was also beaming with joy. No longer troubled by injuries, no longer needing to take medicine in the future. For her, this was an enormous blessing. And all this was thanks to Lin Moyu. Jean Lan came before Lin Moyu,
Sir, Jean Lon has come to beg for tea again.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Then sit down and drink.
Jean Lon said,
This time let me brew the tea. When I traveled in human lands years ago, I learned how to brew tea.
A top 9th level Dao venerable powerhouse brewing tea for oneself. If it were someone else, they would have been overwhelmed by the favor. But Lin Moyu didn't feel anything. Not to mention Jean Lon, even if the Beast Emperor personally brewed tea for him, he would at most just say a few polite words. Jean Lan's movements were slightly unfamiliar. After all, she rarely did this. While brewing tea, Jean Lon asked,
Sir, the clan leader sent a message earlier. The ancient battle secret realm will open tomorrow.
Lin Moyu made a sound of acknowledgement.
Then when do we set out?
Jean Lon said,
Half a day later. No need to go too early. Going early just means waiting. There are too many people. Arriving too early will attract attention. The clan leader went over a few days ago to make some preparations.
Every time the ancient battle secret realm opened, there were 10,000 spots. The 10 royal clans took half of them. The remaining half were distributed to other clans. Some weak clans only got a few spots. Those clans were too weak, without even a single Dao venerable in the clan. They simply sold their spots directly, making some money out of thin air. And the Lu Feng Trading Company would buy spots every year, offering fair prices. After obtaining the spots, the Lu Feng Trading Company would resell them. The Lu Feng Trading Company's business covered the entire origin continent. They sold spots to various races. So when the ancient battle secret realm opened, people from various races would come. The beast races wouldn't interfere with this. For the beast races, the ancient battle secret realm wasn't just a treasure hunting ground, but more of a training ground. With the beast races' survival of the fittest growth method, they didn't fear killing at all. Once entering the secret realm, one's life and death were their own responsibility. Lin Moyu said,
These past few days, has there been any news about the 4 battle blades?
Jean Lon nodded slightly.
There has been, but because the ancient battle secret realm is about to open, the clan leader plans to deal with this matter after the ancient battle secret realm. As for the clues about the treasure box Sir is looking for, unfortunately there's no news yet. But the clan leader said he would try his best to inquire. This time going to the ancient battle secret realm, clan leaders and elders from other royal clans will also come. The clan leader will ask then. If there's any news, he will definitely tell Sir.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Clan leader Jean Mie is thoughtful.
Jean Lon smiled.
You're too polite. Compared to what you've done, these things we do are nothing.
3100. Chapter 3100. The third ancestor even profits from the dead. Half a day later, Jean Lon took Lin Moyu to the ancient battle secret realm. Jean Lon used the origin spirit vein under Purple Gold City for teleportation, instantly teleporting several million li to the edge of the Golden Lion clan's territory. Lin Moyu was somewhat surprised. He knew there was an origin spirit vein under Purple Gold City, and it was an extremely high-grade one, probably 8th grade. Generally, origin spirit veins were refined by the clan leader, and only the clan leader could use them for teleportation. He didn't expect Jean Lon could also use the origin spirit vein for teleportation, and directly teleport several million li. Being able to extend several million li indeed confirmed Lin Moyu's guess. This origin spirit vein was indeed 8th grade. Jean Lon explained,
In our beast race, origin spirit veins are refined jointly by the clan leader and clan elders, so I can also use the origin spirit vein for teleportation. The day Sir was exterminating the blazing divine eagle clan, the reason I could arrive so quickly was also because of the origin spirit vein.
Lin Moyu smiled.
Multiple people jointly refining an origin spirit vein, this method is the first I've heard of. I've learned something new.
Jean Lon said,
This is a method passed down by the Beast Emperor. It's indeed very useful.
So it was passed down by the Beast Emperor. Lin Moyu could understand. This method posed no threat to the Beast Emperor himself, and could enhance the beast race's strength. Why not do it? Jean Lan waved her hand, conjuring a huge golden lion. She stood on the lion's back and invited Lin Moyu.
Sir, please come up.
Lin Moyu landed on the lion's back. The golden lion immediately turned into a beam of golden light, shooting towards the distance. Lin Moyu said,
It's said the beast race has no flying treasures. I see this Tao true body transformation method is no slower than flying treasures.
Jean Lan said,
This is also passed down by the Beast Emperor. We condense an avatar, then transform the avatar into a Tao true body. When traveling, it can be used as a treasure. In battle, it can also help us. Although its strength is slightly weaker, it's still a helper.
Lin Moyu smiled.
The Beast Emperor indeed has good methods.
The Beast Emperor, in his high position, wasn't doing nothing. He had actually done quite a lot for the beast race. Just the secret techniques he passed down were numerous. These secret techniques greatly enhanced the beast race's strength. Add to that the Beast Emperor's own strength and the beast race's concept of respecting the strong, it wasn't hard to imagine how the Beast Emperor achieved his current position. The Golden Lion flew several million li, arriving at the northwest corner of the northern continent, where the ancient battle secret realm was located. When still 100,000 li from the ancient battle secret realm, Lin Moyu already sensed a powerful battle intent. This was a special aura that could only exist on battlefields. In the former Great World, such auras existed in some ancient battlefields. From afar, one could see large patches of dark clouds. Black winds blew within the clouds. These winds could strip flesh from bones, very terrifying. Lin Moyu could feel that the most terrifying thing in the wind was curses. The wind was full of soldiers' obsessions and resentment, not dissipating for countless years. When still 10,000 li away, one could already hear countless wailing sounds. Jean Lan said,
These winds are very dangerous. Sir must be careful of these winds after entering the ancient battle secret realm. These winds aren't in fixed places. They wander around. Try not to be blown by them. If you really can't avoid them, you can find a nearby secret realm to enter, or find a place like a cave to hide in. That can also avoid them.
Jean Lan spoke from her own experience. At this time, the Golden Lion had already begun to descend rapidly, falling from thousands of meters high to low-altitude flight, gradually slowing down. Getting closer and closer to the ancient battle secret realm, Lin Moyu saw people constantly arriving from all directions. Although the ancient battle secret realm was large, there was only one entrance. The 10,000 people entering the secret realm would all go in through the same entrance. One could imagine that this entrance must be crowded. Of the 10,000 spots, over 90% belonged to the beast races. Beast races had different body shapes and appearances. Some beast races' true forms were tens of meters tall. Even in human form, they exceeded 10 meters. As such, 10,000 people crowded together looked more numerous than several 100,000 humans. From afar, Lin Moyu saw the entrance. The entire ancient battle secret realm was enveloped by an invisible force. Only one place flickered with wave-like luster. That place was the entrance. The entrance was hundreds of meters wide and over 1,000 meters high. The invisible force rolled like waves. Near the entrance, huge iron stones floated in midair. There were many iron stones, some high, some low, some near, some far, some big, some small. On the largest and nearest iron stones to the entrance, camps had already been established. The 10 strongest royal clans of the beast races occupied the largest and nearest iron stone. Then, on the other large and small iron stones, various beast races also stood. Although there were only 10,000 spots, the people who came weren't just 10,000. Without counting carefully, there were certainly more than 50 or 60,000. Lin Moyu finally understood why Jean Lan said coming early would attract attention. Beast race people from various small clans liked to watch the 10 royal clans, their eyes full of envy. Moreover, those beast races would point and discuss the royal clan members, not maliciously, but discussing how strong those royal clan members were, who was most likely to become the heir. Simply put, they were gossiping. Lin Moyu asked,
Aren't there only 10,000 spots? Why have so many people come?
Jean Lan said,
This is because the rules of the ancient battle secret realm are different from other secret realms. Each time it opens, the duration is different. The longest recorded time was over 500 days, the shortest only 100 days. When the secret realm opens, if someone dies inside, their spot becomes available, and people can enter again. It's precisely because of this rule that the Beast Emperor established corresponding rules.
Jinlan explained the detailed rules of the ancient battle secret realm to Lin Moyu. For example, the Golden Lion clan was allocated 500 spots. These 500 spots belonged directly to them. If their clan members died inside, one of the 500 spots would become available, and would be filled by Golden Lion clan people. Others couldn't take it. This also explained why the Golden Lion clan brought far more people than the spots allowed. These people were actually substitutes. As for those spots sold by small clans, their ownership belonged to the Lufeng Trading Company. If people who bought spots from the Lufeng Trading Company died inside, the Lufeng Trading Company could send their own people in or sell the spots again. Lin Moyu's mouth twitched once or twice.
The third ancestor really even profits from the dead.
Needless to say, only the third ancestor would do such business. The third ancestor didn't care about people dying. Making money was the hard truth. Lin Moyu didn't know why the third ancestor wanted to make money so badly. He was already the richest person in the entire origin continent. Others couldn't catch up to him no matter how hard they tried. But he wasn't satisfied at all, still so shrewd. Lin Moyu's arrival on the Golden Lion immediately attracted the attention of many beast races. The gossip fire of countless small clan beast races immediately burned fiercely.
Who is this person? How can he ride on a golden lion? I don't know who he is, but I know the person beside him. That's Great Elder Jinlan of the Golden Lion clan, a top 9th level Dao Venerable powerhouse. Wow, so powerful. But I see Great Elder Jinlan seems quite polite to him. I noticed that too. Who exactly is this guy? Clan leader Jin Mia actually came out to welcome him personally.
3101 3101. Chapter 3101. Everything is predestined. The 10 great royal clans are, in the eyes of many beast races, an unattainable existence. Especially the direct bloodlines within the royal clans, they are peaks that they can never reach in their lifetime, let alone figures like the clan elders and clan leaders within the royal clans. The clan leader of a royal clan is second only to the Beast Emperor, yet now they personally come out to welcome a human. And this human is only a third-level Dao Venerable. The Beast race members were already bewildered. With their minds, they simply couldn't understand why this was happening. Even if this human had a special status, it shouldn't warrant a personal welcome from a royal clan leader. Isn't it supposed to be that strength is respected? A mere third-level Dao Venerable human, what does that count for? No one would explain this to them. There would be no answers to this question. Not only did some ordinary beast race members find it strange, but even some uninformed royal clan members also felt puzzled. Jin Mie welcomed Lin Moyu into the camp, disappearing from everyone's sight. At the same time, Lin Moyu's presence was also reported to the upper echelons of several other royal clans. In the camp, Jin Mie conversed very politely with Lin Moyu, along with 7 clan elders including Jin Lan. Here, Jin Mie and Jin Lan undoubtedly held the highest status. The clan elders didn't speak much and just curiously observed Lin Moyu. Clan leader Jin Mie said loudly,
"Thanks to Mr. Lin, Jin Lan's injury has finally healed."
Lin Moyu smiled.
It was just a small matter, not worth mentioning.
The clan elders all showed surprise. They all knew about Jin Lan's injury and that it had damaged her foundation, requiring suppression with Great Dao Longevity pills. The Great Dao Longevity pill was already the top healing pill, and even it could only suppress and not cure. They didn't expect such a difficult injury to be cured by Lin Moyu. Only then did they realize why the clan leader was so polite to him. Just these healing methods alone were enough to explain everything. Strength was completely secondary. Jin Mie handed a jade slip recording information to Lin Moyu.
This contains all our accumulated knowledge about the ancient battle secret realm over many years. I hope it will be helpful to Mr. Lin.
Lin Moyu took the jade slip and reviewed it briefly. With his ability, he memorized and digested all its contents in just a few minutes. The jade slip contained experience accumulated by the Golden Lion clan over many years. It would be somewhat useful. Lin Moyu asked,
For this ancient battle secret realm, do clan leader Jin Nye and great elder Jin Lan plan to enter?
Jin Nye said,
I won't go in this time. Jin Lan will enter. One of us must stay outside.
The ancient battle secret realm is dangerous. Even for 9th level Dao Venerables, it's not safe. The Golden Lion clan currently has only 2 9th level Dao Venerables. If both went in and got trapped inside, the Golden Lion clan could be removed from the ranks of royal clans. A royal clan without 9th level Dao Venerables would have a hard time surviving. So they always only send one in. It's not just them. Other royal clans do the same. Boom! Thunder roared and purple lightning flashed as a purple tiger cloaked in thunder descended from the sky directly outside the camp. Jin Nye raised an eyelid.
Lei Tian, old fellow, if you're coming then come quietly.
Lei Tian had a good relationship with Jin Nye. Their clans were also on good terms with each other. The arrival of Lei Tian was something that even the clan elders were accustomed to. Lei Tian strode in with hearty laughter.
Mr. Lin! You came without saying hello.
Lin Moyu didn't stand up but greeted Lei Tian warmly.
Clan leader Lei Tian. You're here too.
Lei Tian wasn't formal at all and sat right next to Lin Moyu.
No need for formalities. Just call me Lei Tian.
Lin Moyu wasn't formal either.
Are you going in this time?
Lei Tian shook his head.
I'm not going in. Grand Elder Lei Luo will go in instead. But whether we go or not doesn't matter much. We're just trying our luck.
As he spoke, he gave Lin Moyu a meaningful look. Lin Moyu naturally understood what he meant because he already knew how to obtain methods for breaking through Dao Venerable. So naturally, the ancient battle secret realm wasn't that important anymore. It really was just about trying one's luck. Even if there were no gains, it didn't matter. They could buy what they needed from the third ancestor afterward. At this moment, Jin Nye suddenly said,
You came at just right time. Help me see if you have seen this thing.
Jin Nye took out an exquisite box which was exactly what Lin Moyu had asked him to find. He had said before that he would ask other clan leaders about it. Now that Lei Tian had come over while Lin Moyu was present, Jin Nye asked directly on sight. Jin Nye wasn't stupid, and he understood social etiquette well enough. Lei Tian took box, looked at it carefully.
Seems like I've seen somewhere before.
Jin Nye's eyes lit up.
Then think quickly.
Lei Tian frowned.
Why so urgent? What use do you have for finding this thing?
Jin Nye said.
Just think about it. Why so much nonsense?
Their relationship was good enough that they spoke casually. Lei Tian chuckled.
Old guy, you're anxious, aren't you? The more anxious you are, the less I want think.
At this point, Lin Moyu spoke up.
Actually, I'm looking for this thing. Jin Nye clan leader is asking on my behalf.
Lei Tian's smile froze.
Is Mr. Lin looking for it?
Jin Nye snorted.
Now can you think?
Lei Tian nodded his tiger head.
Of course I can. If Mr. Lin wants it, say so earlier.
He immediately closed his eyes and searched through his vast memory. After a moment he said softly,
Seems like I saw it with some elder, but only glanced at briefly. How about this? I'll take this back, ask around.
Lin Moyu said.
Okay, I'll trouble clan leader Lei Tian then.
Lei Tian waved his hand.
No trouble, no trouble. I'll ask other clans guys to see if anyone else recognizes it.
After saying that, Lei Tian left with box. Lin Moyu's matter was top priority. Jin Nye cursed.
Damn old guy, took box away. How am I supposed to ask now?
Ling Montag you laukit.
No worries, I'll make another box.
Saying so, Lin Moyu took out another empty box, gave Lei Tian. Lei Tian accepted box.
Then I'll ask others too.
Saying so, he left too to ask other clans. With 2 royal clan leaders involved, the other royal clans would give some face. If they found something, it wouldn't be hard buy. If not willing sell, Ling Moyu could shamelessly ask Beast Emperor demand. Sometimes, Ling Moyu felt quite shameless himself. But when competing for Dao, sometimes for sake of Dao, it's okay be shameless. Ling Moyu came outside camp, gazed towards Ancient Battle's secret realm. At entrance of Ancient Battle's secret realm, waves were rolling increasingly larger, faster, powerful forces emanating from battlefield within. Jin Lan came beside Ling Moyu softly said,
Judging by frequency of waves, it should open in half day or so. Not sure how long will last. Hopefully not too long but also not too short.
Ling Moyu understood what she meant. If Ancient Battle's secret realm lasted too long, it would lead more accidents, and beast races would suffer heavy casualties. If too short, it'd be hard to achieve good gains either. So moderate duration was best. Ling Moyu said,
Everything is predestined. Sometimes we can only adapt as things come.
3102 3102. Chapter 3102. Favor is priceless. Secret realm opens. Jin Mie and Lei Tian returned almost simultaneously. Seeing their expressions, Lin Moyu knew that both had made gains. Lei Tian took out 2 brand new treasure boxes.
Mr. Lin, after asking around, I found 2.
Jin Mie also took out a brand new treasure box.
Time was tight. I only found 1. After the Ancient Battle secret realm ends, I'll look for more.
Lin Moyu asked.
Both clan leaders must have paid some price, right? How much do I owe you?
The 2 quickly shook their heads and said in unison,
Sir, you're too polite.
As soon as they finished speaking, they looked at each other and again said in unison,
Why are you copying me?
Jin Mie snorted and ignored Lei Tian.
Although this treasure box is rare, it's not very valuable to us, so it didn't cost much.
Lei Tian added,
Compared to what Sir has done for our clan, this small matter is nothing.
Both simultaneously offered the treasure boxes to Lin Moyu, hoping he would accept them immediately.
All right then, I won't stand on ceremony.
Lin Moyu said as he accepted the treasure boxes and didn't mention money again. He knew that not paying was more costly than paying. Not paying meant he was using favor instead. The future value of such favor might be immeasurable. Not only did he understand this, Jin Mie and Lei Tian understood it too. However, the most important thing now wasn't about money but that he could acquire the treasure boxes. The fluctuations at the entrance of the Ancient Battle secret realm began to intensify. A powerful force surged from the entrance while a resounding bell echoed through the heavens and earth. The bell rang 10 times in succession, followed by drumbeats. The drumbeats quickly turned intense. Everyone felt as if they were soldiers on a battlefield, ready to charge into enemy lines with a surge of bloodlust. Lin Moyu felt something similar and thought to himself,
But these should be battlefield treasures and not suitable for single combat.
At this point, Jin Mie looked at Lei Tian and said,
It's time. We should get ready.
Lei Tian snorted lightly.
I've been ready for a long time.
Jin Mie said,
Then why are you still here? Get going.
Lei Tian wasn't polite at all.
Do you think I want to stay here?
With that, he cupped his fists towards Lin Moyu and said,
Sir, I'll take my leave first.
After speaking with Lin Moyu, Lei Tian turned and left. Jin Mie also said,
I need to prepare as well. If Sir needs anything, you can find Great Elder Jin Lan.
After saying this, Jin Mie also left the camp with a team heading towards the secret realm entrance. Not just Jin Mie. Teams from all 10 royal clans flew towards the secret realm entrance. Those leading each clan were either clan leaders or great elders, all 9th level Dao Venerables. Moreover, their teams were all above 4th level Dao Venerables. In no time at all, 10 teams had gathered at the secret realm entrance. They spread out around it, forming a battle formation. The core of this battle formation was 10 top 9th level Dao Venerables. Its power could be imagined. Lin Moyu didn't know what they were planning. Although he had obtained a lot of information about the Ancient Battle's secret realm, There were still some details he wasn't clear on. Jinlan came beside Lin Moyu and said softly,
Every time when Secret Realm opens, an army will come out. Only by defeating this army can we enter Secret Realm.
Lin Moyu asked,
Does army come from Secret Realm?
Yinlang Viplit?
It's not real army but formed by battle intent obsessions in ancient battlefield. This army guards Secret Realm entrance, and must be defeated to enter.
Lin Moyu asked,
Is this army strong?
Yinlang Viplit?
Not too strong, but there are many of them. We 10 royal clans don't want to face them alone, so we join forces. Actually, it's like using a sledgehammer crack nut, but clan leaders won't take action. It's an opportunity to train those who will.
Those who actually fought were Dao venerables brought by each royal clan. The clan leaders just oversaw things. The fluctuations at the Secret Realm entrance grew more intense. Ripples spreading densely through space. Space twisted. Everyone felt like they were in waves. When waves reached their peak, suddenly all distortion vanished. Immediately after, the space at Secret Realm entrance cracked open. A surge of battle intent poured out from crack.
Crack!
Metallic friction sounded, followed by footsteps. Footsteps grew heavier, deafening. An army wearing ancient armor emerged from crack. Their movements were uniform. Although there were 500 soldiers, their footsteps sounded as one, as if one person walking. Lin Moyu saw that inside armor there were no real people but black energy masses formed by battle intent obsessions mixed together. After appearing, the army quickly arranged themselves into formation guarding Secret Realm entrance. Jinlan said,
They won't attack others proactively. When someone tries to enter Secret Realm, they'll act.
Lin Moyu nodded slightly. He could sense that this army's combat power shouldn't be weak.
Attack!
Several royal clan leaders shouted simultaneously. The prepared battle formation roared into action. Dao venerables behind them charged from different directions, attacking guard army. The guard army reacted, quickly counterattacking. Although they only had 500 soldiers compared with half number of Dao venerables from 10 royal clans back, they were truly strong army with powerful battle intent. Their coordination was seamless. Their combat power almost matched 1,000 Dao venerables. Lin Moyu could feel that this army's actual combat power wasn't high, barely squeezing into 4th level Dao venerable. They weren't living beings but fusion of battle intent obsessions. Having such combat power was already extraordinary. If fighting alone, anyone wouldn't match 4th level Dao venerable, let alone royal clan's 4th level Dao venerable who could crush them easily. But once formed into an army, even if royal clan's Dao venerables outnumbered them several times over, they could hold their own against them. Yinlang whispered.
That's what armies are like. Although individual strength isn't great, together they can fight across realms. Sir needs be careful after entering Secret Realm. There are similar armies inside, even more terrifying than now.
Lin Moyu accepted Jinlan's goodwill.
I understand.
He never feared being outnumbered. A few hundred soldiers meant nothing. His own army was counted by thousands. Even if coordinated perfectly, in face of absolute power, it still wouldn't matter. As for battle formations, his Dragon Cavalry Corps also had battle formations. His own Great Dao formation wouldn't lose to theirs either. According information about ancient battle Secret Realm, there's high probability encountering such armies inside Secret Realm. If number exceeds 100, fused formation power allows them fight across realms. This was nightmare for many cultivators who would flee upon sighting them, but not much concern for Lin Moyu. The battle at Secret Realm entrance continued. The stalemate gradually shifted as 10 royal clans Dao venerables adapted began gaining upper hand. Royal clans remained royal clans. Various secret techniques emerged endlessly. Though opponents' formation strong, their combat methods relatively simple. After 10 minutes fierce fighting, this army composed of battle intent obsessions finally defeated. The crack at Secret Realm and trance rapidly expanded, becoming true entrance. 3,103 3,103